Howdy. Welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks.
Yeah, you're more distinguished like that, you're right.
Yeah.
I buy into it.
I hope you all are having a wonderful, pleasant evening.
Wait, why isn't it a voice?
What?
There's a different voice.
Do a different voice?
You just did a different voice.
Oh.
That was not your
This is the facial hair. It makes me do different voices.
It just weighs on your throat.
Yeah.
So you just have a whole...
Ah, there, I'm Eric. I'll be helping you out today.
Fair enough.
Bowler hat.
Yeah.
Turning it. Oh, God. Oh, no. Welcome to Wrestling on the Rocks, and thanks for letting us in.
Ah. I love how
Sorry.
excited you are for this.
Sorry.
It's just, yeah, you're so into it. It's like sweet.
It's a pretty good deal we have
Yeah.
going on now.
Don't fall.
We're going to start with an unboxing of the Firefly Funhouse box.
That
Great.
Marsh got that we fucked up and didn't buy.
Everyone's an idiot but me. That's how this goes. Only not Idiot Jones over here. Hell yeah.
Didn't see the text till Sunday Jones right here. Or Monday Jones.
You didn't?
I
sent you
oh,
guys
that looks really cool. And then I was like, and went on Square Circle, fucking sold it. God damn it!
I thought it was a video when I was at work.
Really? Seriously, like, fuck
Yeah.
this video?
Yeah, I'll watch it later.
Yeah. It came on my Instagram or whatever, and it was like, updated 15 minutes ago, and I'm watching it, and I was like, what? And it was all like, oh, and he's like, he does his own unboxing of the box, and I was all like, what the fuck is that? And then all of a sudden at the bottom, it was all like, follow the link and get the thing. I was like, what? I went in there, very reasonably priced, $40.
I think I was about to go see Hobbs and Shaw, and I was like, I don't want to watch, whatever, I'll deal with this, and then I'll watch SummerSlam when I get home. This is probably me being reminded that I need to be doing my other job.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not do a big crazy unboxing because Bray is doing it better. God damn it!
I like how our version of Firefly Funhouse is us fucking up with the HomePod.
Yeah, that HomePod really fucks with us. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Because Bray did a boxing, and I can't do better than Bray, but it did say and more, so I thought, hey, we'll all open it together and see what that and more business is. I do like the Let Me In, Firefly Funhouse, and I'll always light the way. And then the Bray pants on the sides, really cool design, I thought. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Carpet.
Oh, it's like it's a diaphragm. Or it's a...
What? It's not. That is not in here. That is not on the inside of this box. Dude,
Oh my god.
inside a different box.
Stackhouse.
God,
How is
that's
only...
not.
Stackhouse is like nice.
Diaphragm!
God, I was hoping no one was watching just yet. Because of that.
I use this excuse a lot, but English is my first language. It's a it's one of those cool little 3D house things. It starts with dia. Rama?
I just want you to
Rama!
stop.
Yes!
I just want you to stop. There's a Fiend button.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
They got a Yowie Wowie postcard,
Cool. That's
and it's signed by Bray Wyatt.
Is it actually signed?
Yeah, it's actually signed. And it does say on there, Yowie Wowie, welcome to the Funhouse. Thank you, little one, so much for ordering the Firefly Funhouse box. It comes with all sorts of neato things for you to enjoy. We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that will never, ever end. Remember, precious Firefly, all you have to do is let me in, and I'll always light the way. Your forever friend, and the R is crossed out, and the rest of the letters are in red, so it says Fiend. Your forever Fiend. Side note about the Fiend. Oh, Stackhouse says your chops are fire, dude.
Thanks.
Stackhouse, our number one and our most famous. Actually, he's the most famous person on this show.
Yeah, Stackhouse.
Including us entirely. Yeah, for sure.
This is me trying to get attention because I cannot achieve what you have. Also, thank you.
I'm just glad you're not in jail.
Oh yeah.
I thought you killed the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you committed vehicular manslaughter because you rolled through him like a truck. That's
That's
awesome.
absolutely true. He sent me the entire match. It was a really good match.
Nice.
And he won. Remember, he didn't win the last one I saw of him, and I was like, "Fuck, that dude's never coming back."
My wife actually.
Poor booking.
My wife showed me the GIF version of what you did, without me showing you. I was like, "That's Stackhouse," and she's like, I had explained it. She's like, "That's fucking cool."
Oh, I recognized him before I saw the thing. So I was flipping through, and WrestleBot showed up, and I was like, "The fuck is Stackhouse doing here?" And then he murders a dude, and I was like, "Murder drop!" And then I looked, and it said Sam Stackhouse. I was about to go in there and like, tag him.
Yeah.
But he was already tagged, and I was like, "Good, let's get this guy do good." Let's see, there's glove stickers and a Firefly Funhouse logo sticker. Well, I was gonna say about the Fiend. It didn't occur to me until today, or till last night. I really like D&D, and I was watching a D&D show, and they started talking about the good and evil in the D&D world. And in that world, it's angels and fiends. They call demons fiends in the D&D world. And then it just clicked on me real quick. I was like, fuck, Bray plays D&D.
How's it? That's more surprising to me that he plays D&D than like Vin Diesel.
Well, Ember Moon and Alexa both play. Big old fiend shirt. Big old mouth.
Like,
That'll be good. That'll be good.
that's gonna be someone's fetish somewhere.
Let's see. I kind of think that button might be the only thing that wasn't in the thing. Oh, that's going up behind us. So will this. Sister Abigail's house. And then they got the little Bray puppets. Those look fantastic.
For the diaphragm.
From the diaphragm. It's for the diaphragm. And then the box is as advertised.
The diaphragm.
The diaphragm. You can shove stuff in the box. But really cool. That was. I think the one thing that was the and more. I think was the button. I don't remember them mentioning the button. I think it's funny that they're all like plus a ton more, and you're all like button. But that's the Firefly Funhouse unboxing and our Stackhouse. Quick review. Let's see.
We could do a light.
So in that one we can make a highlight video there, unboxing a Firefly Funhouse and put Stackhouse over.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Funhouse and the Stackhouse, dude.
You also got magazines. This week. Other stuff we got.
I picked up the ESPN with Becky and
Oh, nice.
what's her name on the front.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's just as you saw before.
That's so cool.
It's crinked in the corner there. I was traveling. It took an airport for us to find this magazine. We checked everywhere in town, even Barnes and Nobles and shit.
Where did you buy it at?
The airport.
Where you were traveling for work this week?
Yeah, in Dallas. I was.
Oh Jesus.
Wait, was it Dallas that I was on the way out there to? Yeah, in the Dallas airport. That's where I got it.
DFW.
Yeah. No, I wasn't traveling for work. I was traveling for the personal
Oh.
thing. I was out there for
Right.
almost a fucking week.
Yeah.
God, jackass.
Check Presence. The newsstand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got rid of almost all their magazines over there. But they gotta have ESPN. I'm gonna
They
check
got rid
now.
of a lot of the porn.
What else did you buy there?
I need not porno magazines actually.
Is there a way you guys can carry like
No.
not all porn? Come on.
What
Your
sort
head
of
out of your
That's in the
ass.
back room, sir.
My magazine? What sort of porno mag is that? And then, well, I mean, I got. This is part of the Pro Wrestling Crate. This Lucha Brothers shirt.
Yeah, we were gonna do an unboxing, but it was half unboxed when he got it.
Yeah.
His mailman sat on it.
It looked like it got packed with like knives out of a like just knives because it was
What?
It was like punctured in multiple spaces. There was dents in like in the picture, which wasn't too bad, but it was like, wow, this is like great. But it was cool.
How dull are your knives?
Well, theirs were dull. Mine are. I have a thing.
What?
I
don't wanna know your thing, dude. I
I'm
don't
very
wanna know your
particular about
thing.
my knives being sharp. I have a knife sharpener. I'm
Is your
very
mirror?
All right, I'm gonna have scotch today
small amount.
from Kirkland. This is Ode to Stackhouse, the scotch. Size matters. Now when we get our size matters shirts, everyone think we're just on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck, man.
We don't even want them anymore.
Yeah,
No.
fuck that, dude. I'm not a bandwagon guy. Oh, that broke my phone. Let's see here. I'm just gonna.
It's like slowly dissolving.
It is. It'll be gone by
Yeah.
Is it a
winter.
skeet?
Did you want any of this or no?
Yeah, sure.
It's like a urinal cake.
What?
It kind
Kind
of
of
is.
is.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Yeah, I have to. It's hard to manage.
Can you get a spot? Shit.
You're not done yet. Keep pouring. Keep pouring.
Yeah. He's like, not a lot of room on the table today, so let's see. Stackhouse did not think that stuff was gonna blow up like that. I've done that spot 100 times. I don't.
So
but
you
like
killed
that though.
So you killed 100 people. You really should be like not on this podcast, but like on a serial killer podcast.
Well, WrestleBotch does a podcast where they ask people about certain stuff, but usually it's about their traumatic injuries they got. I don't know. Say his head went up your ass or something. I didn't get on that show, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah. Hui. I was gonna say I was telling them before we went on. It wasn't even your opponent, which makes it even more brutal. That was like a manager. Was that manager? Was he also a wrestler, or was he like a legit? I'm a manager who just takes bumps and stuff. I'm just a little curious about that, and I forgot to ask earlier.
He is now.
But it is otherwise.
He doesn't take bumps.
Yeah, yeah. The guy's all like, "I was just a fan."
Yeah.
My brother said I could be in the show tonight, so I came. I walked him to the ring, and the next thing I know, I'm up the dude.
So sometimes when you're on your first show, you get chopped. Sometimes you get rolled through by Stackhouse.
Yeah,
Maybe not the promotion you should.
dude. And the sound that table made,
Fuck.
Yeah.
so good. Yo, even when it did, so the angle that he sent me was like from way up, about halfway up the bleachers essentially, and you could hear it snap, and the person doing the recording was just all like, God. Oh, and then his opponent goes for a coast to coast, and I was like, oh, it wasn't quite a coast to coast, and the person recording it goes coast to Midwest. I was like, hell yeah. So I was a big fan of that video as well. So yeah, Stackhouse, our number one.
Cheers to Stackhouse.
Cheers to Stackhouse. May you crush many more a dude.
Yeah. Before we get into it, do you want to?
Speaking of drinks and Stackhouse and cheers, today marks the 1 year anniversary of Clump's sobriety.
Yeah. Have not had anything to drink in here. Thank you. And on that note,
Cheers to Clump.
yeah, to not drinking stuff like this. I'm glad I'm past this. I don't even like the smell of it anymore.
You know, they say the recovery is a long journey and
Full of speed bumps.
full of speed bumps.
Oh, we got 10 minutes before this goes south. Is this is water, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing Russell Botch. That's awesome.
He's actually going to get on the WrestleBotch podcast. So Stackhouse, cheers to you. Cheers to next year for Clump.
So
To be fair, this is just iced tea. That was. Well, I'm not gonna be that mean. Like not have to be a thing.
Yeah, Clump's all like, look, a lot of my friends and family tune in, and they're going to be real fucking concerned. My phone's about to blow up. Peter's gone now, right?
Yeah.
Here, we should still send him that clip.
Yeah.
Let's see. He said he's the dude I was working with. Brother, he was the brother. Yeah, he's training to wrestle. He's the one that wanted to do the spot. Done stuff. I told him, I sent him a picture of that, that weird like puppet thing that's kind of like side-eyeing and then looks forward. And then he said that, that they talked about doing a spot beforehand, and I was like, the ref overhearing the spot, just like. I can only imagine being like.
We signed disclosure agreements. Okay, cool.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff. I guess we'll get into. Is there anything else you guys wanted to get off the top?
Off the top, it was a pretty decent week for wrestling. I mean,
Yeah.
AEW. We can talk about the end or the beginning. They announced they're going to be doing shows in West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Yeah, they actually did that in Being the Elite.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the picture of it, but still. Yeah, AEW's starting to announce more and more places. It's all up and down the East Coast right now, which I think is really smart for them to get more people. You got to have places that people can travel to. So I think it's gonna be a little while before they come west. Any place that's not like in LA or
Vegas.
I don't know that they're gonna do Vegas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I think they did well for that one specific reason. I don't know if wrestling in and of itself does great in Vegas.
No. Ooh, I do have one. Let's get into this because if we get into this toward the end of it, you guys might be very inebriated and yelling at me.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We're
Hold
mean
on.
to him.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, drink, go for it. Let's go. We learned that NXT will now be a 2-hour live show on Wednesdays on USA.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right, you prick.
Oh, that was
What else do you do on Wednesdays?
competing
Strictly for NXT.
in the same time frame as AEW show will be.
Yep, that is true. It's gonna be side by side.
And how do you guys feel about it?
I've said it from the beginning that AEW seems to be targeting NXT like as their competition.
I think it's really funny and weird, and I mean, I think there's like a real coolness to it because I think that NXT and AEW are probably gonna have a real back and forth there. As much as like Jericho was on some podcast recently being like, we're not concerned with WWE, we don't think about them, we don't do it, so we're just doing us. I'm like, that kind of contradicts like everything you guys are actively doing though, because you guys do mention them a lot and talk about them a lot. When they made that announcement, everyone tweeted it out from AEW about it. Like, you guys are concerned about it.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're concerned from the aspect of being scared or not, I don't think that's the case. But you're concerned about it. You're thinking about it. You're watching what they're doing. You want to know what's going on. I do think that it's a little snarky to put your developmental brand against AEW. It's like we even called in the beginning. You put AEW next to NXT, and it's our main roster doesn't have to worry about you guys. You have to worry about our developmental.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of a, what do you call that?
Petty?
Not exactly petty.
Thumb to the eyes.
What?
Thumb to the eyes.
Like a little thumb to the eyes, kind of like a,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
I know, and I don't know that I consider it ultimately petty because NXT has been on Wednesday for so long that it could easily just be a branch of that thing. And if they're moving everything they're moving as much as they are to Fox, then maybe there was an opening on USA for more of their wrestling because maybe there was part of the deal to begin with. I don't know. I don't think that any of the dirt sheets seem to know as much as they pretend to because the stuff's always a surprise when it happens. And I don't think that most networks make a lot of surprise announcements that haven't been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah, no.
Well, and especially with the rumors with 205 being dissolved for a long time.
Potentially.
You know, NXT's only used to doing an hour shows pre-recorded.
Like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Really.
And those 205 guys
They're used to
have been
going
doing live. So, you know, throwing them on or combining the rosters.
Steve, smart.
Yeah.
And I think we might see a little bit more play between the wild card NXT Raw type thing. So
Yeah,
I think we
I
could
think
see
so
some of
too.
that too. Especially they've already started sprinkling some of our talent back down to NXT. We've got the Breezango, we've got Killian Dane. We've got people who we know from the main roster down there. So as they go live on USA, here's familiar faces from the show you used to watch, plus new faces. I think that it's super smart for WWE. I think AEW should take notice. I don't know what's going to come of it.
Yeah, my thought initially was, I liked everyone was saying like, I liked, and read into it as you will, like people on AEW saying I like the competition, and I think that if that's true, that's the right attitude to have.
Oh yeah.
I like that we didn't see the big key people saying, this is gonna be terrible.
I think a few people were probably told to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because Oh, go ahead.
I'm sure Jericho was one of those like, shut the fuck up.
I'm sure Jericho told a few people, hey.
No, I'm sure Jericho was told, shut the fuck up.
No, he put out a tweet saying congratulations to NXT and doing their stuff, and he's like, we're excited to see you on Wednesday nights, kind of a deal. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho may have told Kenny, hey, that was a real bad look the last time that when they put Evolve on and you did that little rant. Like, it might be best for us to be positive on this one and say, hey, like, I wouldn't be surprised by that just because it was kind of a bad look that last time. It was like,
Yeah.
Would be interesting if it brings back somewhat of the Monday Night Wars, flipping between channels and stuff like
I think
that.
that'll be fun.
My big thing is, going back to you saying there's no surprises by networks. I think WWE's known it the whole time, and that's why they've been putting on the Street Profits every week, every show.
Yeah. I do
And
think this has been a long time.
Yeah, and I think it's a big,
That is true.
give or whatever show that they, hey, look at these guys, and then it's like, hey, catch them on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
No, that's actually really smart, and that makes a lot more sense than the dirt sheet bullshit.
Oh yeah.
The only two things I thought negative when I thought about it were that thought of it being a little bit petty. I don't think it's that petty, but I think I like the idea of everyone having their own night.
Yeah.
That way everyone could watch it. But I do understand the competition. Then again, I also understand that.
TP.
Oh, TP Poker made it. Hello, TP Poker.
Cheers to TP.
Well,
Cheers, TP.
You missed Clump's diaphragm.
oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
It was
let
bad.
me get spread over here.
I do think that it would be cool for everyone to have their own night, but at the same time, everyone's been saying since AEW showed up, are we going to get another Monday Night Wars? Everyone's been irking for it, and I feel like that this is a pretty safe bet for WWE to do it this way, right? Hey,
Yes.
we do want that active competition. We do think the competition brings more from each side. Although our main roster is doing what it's doing, that could be great for NXT. Like, think of it just from a growing standpoint. How much did WWE grow when it was up against the wall against WCW? It's like, hey, let's put NXT up against the wall. These are people who could show up. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So I think from that perspective as well.
And it's a safe one in the sense of if it doesn't work out for WWE, if it's not gaining the viewership they want, they can reduce that back down. It's
Yeah.
not one of their main shows, so they're not risking that in case the competition's too close to their chest.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, and the other thing too is, looking way into the future is the women's belt. They've always said they can defend them on NXT.
That's true.
If AEW's putting it together a big show, hey, look at Alexa and Nikki or whoever the champions are.
On NXT
They,
on Wednesday.
they're going to be on there.
Yeah, they've set
And
up for a
that's-
lot of
yeah.
ammunition already.
That's a good little
Oh yeah.
jab back, so.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine how they did a thing with when they do their women's belt? If the same night they're crowning their first women's belt in AEW, they've got like some sort of fatal four-way for the women's tag title on NXT.
Yeah.
Bring back the Iconics to that too. Be like, oh my God, it's half and half. We got what's going on.
Now, I do want to say one thing about the dirt sheets where they were talking about Vince may have a much more active part in this, in the NXT show, and a lot of people immediately got very upset.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's going to happen?
I've never been under the impression that he's not actually pretty involved.
Yeah.
I know people say that he's not, and I feel like he's probably to a way more hands-off than Raw, but I don't feel like anything's happening under the WWE umbrella without Vince being fully aware of it. So I don't know that it's going to be as big of a deal as people are saying. I also think that it's hard for me to buy into the Vince is out of touch narrative that's out there. I think that he doesn't always give people what they want, but you look at the year before this WrestleMania and how it led into this WrestleMania, and you think we wouldn't have felt that way about WrestleMania if you didn't have what we had the year building up to it. And so I think that he's willing to take those risks. I think he's willing to not give you what you want to make you need that other thing, so when you get it, it's that much bigger. I think he's really smart about that stuff, and I think people think that he's just fucking around and guessing all the time. I don't think you do this for fucking 50 years and be guessing still.
Well, and I think that was a bad idea. He does also scratch my new tattoo. He does have this. This is not smart. Okay, but he does. He does the narrative that he doesn't give people
Condensation.
the ability to do things
it didn't come.
isn't really accurate. Because of the 90s. That was when Vince Russo was there. We've had people like Bruce Pritchard in there, and they've had these key roles. If it were just Vince, I have trouble in seeing Vince Russo being there. I have trouble seeing Bruce Pritchard be there. I have trouble imagining all these episodes of Something to Wrestle would be as interesting if Vince was what this narrative is portraying him as.
Yeah.
Even if Triple H is wholly involved, it is ultimately Vince's company. And he's there, if nothing else, for the fact that he pulls people up. Now, in moving them to the main roster, I think what he does is he might do more change in packaging. Not that it's separate of Triple H in there, but he's thinking, well, this is a broader audience. What can I do?
I think we're going to see a production change, not a creative change. I think if we see anything at all.
I do think it would be an opportunity, and I would hope that maybe NXT might be the TV14 show. You don't have to change Raw or SmackDown dramatically, but you could make NXT a TV14 show to just compete directly.
I can see that. Do you think NXT, we talked about it a while back, but do you think NXT would stay in Full Sail, or would they travel?
Nope.
No, they'd have to travel.
They've actually canceled shows they've canceled shows to move people.
Just verifying. We've been lied to before.
Yeah, because it happens constantly. But
Years active.
A while.
That's how they say alive. Says to present.
Yeah.
So, real quick,
Wasn't he the one that-
producer was going to mention, it looks like Forbes reported that AEW is starting to buy domains saying Wednesday Night Wars. So that's a thing.
That is clever.
Yeah, I mean,
Good, smart.
they couldn't just said, oh, like a secret cheat code in a video game. AEW appears to have purchased domains Wednesday Night Wars,
Game
but
Genie.
yeah, that's kind of what I saw in Forbes. But also, rest in peace, Betty White.
She looks like she's still alive.
Is she?
Yeah, I just fact checked it. I don't see anything.
TP did it to you again.
Yeah,
Oh,
he gets you
no.
every time.
Seriously?
TP gets you every time. Well played, TP Poker. Cheers to that. You got her again, man.
Yeah.
That's
Sooner or
like
later-
3 for 3, I
Oh my
think.
god.
Sooner or later, she is gonna.
Yeah, you'll be
die.
right one day.
If she dies in the middle of this, then both of you win. So,
Put your-
cross your fingers that she dies.
It reminds me of.
You need to go to the website where they bet on people's deaths.
Oh yeah.
Put in for Betty White right now.
It reminds me of the episode in Boy Meets World, where Feeney calls on Sean, and he says FDR and the New Deal, or something like that, and then Feeney's like, "Oh my God, you're actually right," and he's like, "It's been my answer for 4 years, Feeney. It had to be right one day." That's gonna be TP Poker. One day he's gonna be dead on. We're gonna be like, "Fuck, he knew.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna tell TP Poker.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, really devastated.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, "What? No.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah.
Quit pulling jokes on me." I do think it's cool. I do think NXT versus AEW is fun. I do think that it's a little bit of a bad look for AEW to be going head to head with WWE developmental. And I do wonder if they're going to be pulling back a little bit on the developmental side of things or going heavy on the developmental side of things. You know what I mean?
And I think that could be the pettiness.
That could be the pettiness.
These are just our training athletes. Fuck you.
Imagine what it's like on the real show.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. But I do think, I really think that maybe less of the idea of the developmental will make it more like how Raw it could be, and have it be that TV14 more crazy. It would be a better competition, and yeah, because I think what NXT is that WWE didn't have for a long time is where their older fans go.
Triple H was in an interview recently too, I believe, where they were asking about the NXT thing, and they were saying they didn't know how much crossover viewership there truly was between AEW and WWE, or maybe this was a Jericho thing too, but like between WWE and AEW, that there might not be all that much crossover, but the NXT audience seems to be a lot more targeted towards the type of core audience that AEW is expecting. So it's like, yeah, they don't think that AEW and Raw are definitely in the same conversation, but everyone who's talking about AEW are the same people who think NXT kills it
It's
every week.
amazing, yeah. Well, see, I think it was weird as soon as AEW announced they were going on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Because the first thing in my mind was NXT.
NXT.
That's when NXT is on. And I was like,
Well, I didn't. I thought, well, I thought that's a good idea because it's off of it. Because I was thinking, well, NXT it's not going against the major show. I wasn't even thinking about NXT. I was like, well, we don't know when they're going to be on and what network they're going to be on because I thought it was going to be on FS1. I was like, that's kind of way out there. Like, FS1 isn't basic cable. FS1 is your parents got money.
Yeah, and that's just it. Taz was talking on his podcast about how much WWE's already got in the pocket with this. They can spend 3 hours on Monday talking about watch NXT on Wednesday, watch NXT on Wednesday. And you're talking on a network that's the same network. People are used to going to USA to watch their wrestling, and now they get more wrestling on USA. People have to kind of relearn to go to TNT for wrestling. They're not expecting it there. They have to find it, and where is it?
well, the other thing, too, that I'm curious about, and AEW said they're not going to go after them, is the casual fan.
Yeah,
WWE's all about the casual fan.
that's
So
true, too.
it's going to show immediately that WWE's ratings are going to be killing AEW.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a huge thing. If you're really not concerned about trying to get the casual fan, then you're going to maybe get lost in the mix with the company that's willing to try to get every fan.
Mm-hmm.
So
And especially by putting familiar faces down there again. Like the casual fans going to be like,
Or-
oh, cool.
Pulling
back
more
Macho
people
Man.
from the indies. I think this is another thing. If you have 2 hours of time per week,
Saudi wants it.
getting more people.
yeah, they need to bring back Macho Man. That'll get more people.
Oh, God. They get Lanny. Have him sit on the couch.
The,
Well,
the
do it.
genius.
Yeah, do what WCW did. Just have him sit on the couch for like 8 years working out. You want me in, guys? Nah, we're fine.
Very good.
Nah,
How's that check? It's good, but I kind of want to work. Don't worry about it.
still clearing. Yeah, no, all that I thought was pretty cool. They have been announcing a lot more of their shows. They've been selling out slowly on some of those shows. Some of them are not selling out yet. I think that we're going to start seeing a little bit of that plateau that the hype train can't carry you through weekly.
When they
every
got
time.
to put in the work for it.
Yeah, now you got to show up, and I hope they do. I hope
And
they show
that's-
up and they deliver.
And it's cool, and I appreciate that we've heard less and less of this like build up, like, oh, it's amazing we sold out. Just be more transparent. I really did appreciate how Cody said in for the last event, this block sold out, then this block. We opened up these. If we sold out these blocks, we would consider it a sellout because that's what we were initially thinking of. I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Say
Yeah.
that shit,
Yeah.
not we sold out this entire thing.
There's 20 tickets available.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
Yo, Scott Hall was interviewed by Sean Mooney, and he was all like, I don't know if the company bought their own tickets to resell them, but if they did, I'd say it's smart. It's like, what? I don't think anyone said that till now, and now I'm wondering. Why'd you put that in my head, Scott Hall?
Did you see also who they assigned for an announcer?
Oh, Tony Schiavone got signed.
Which I am excited because I think he brings a good. I like Tony Schiavone. I do like Tony Schiavone watching old WCW. I like him certainly more than Excalibur.
Yeah.
Because
say-
if you're gonna keep Excalibur, honestly, I'm probably cost less, and I would be happy to stumble through bullshit.
But my concern is Ross and Tony Schiavone. Well, they've sat side by side before, didn't they? Back in like AWA
WCW?
and WCW early,
Yeah.
like 80s.
Yeah, they were in WCW before Ross got fired by the Mail.
Yeah, like 84. No, you didn't get, everyone got fired by the Mail. God damn it. Why you
So
gotta
then-
push that fucking.
The other thing I want to bring up real quick before we get into Raw is Pentagon Jr. getting unmasked by Moxley.
One of these.
Which one?
That one.
Yeah, the one without the teeth.
Phoenix, Pentagon.
Yeah, and just to not leave anyone out, Stackhouse, we completely agree. We were kind of saying that too. At this point, if NXT doesn't do well, then hey, it was just our developmental doing the best they could.
Yeah.
So easy out and easy win. And if they do win, then it kind of a little bit of egg on the old face there. Pentagon had his old Cerdo Merdo mask removed by the old John
Zero
Moxley.
shit. Is he like sponsored by goddamn X-Lax now?
Probably.
Cero mierda.
Yeah. Dude, that's a butthole.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was. I thought it was zero shits.
The A-holes. As a loose butthole.
Yeah, unmasked by John Moxley for
Nothing.
no stakes, right? There was nothing on the line. There was no title. It was just a small show, not even a big show.
Gifts
Was it
to
even a
John-
main event?
They were, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they were.
No,
But
because there was another match on that card that was relevant. There was
Oh,
like
was
a
there?
big show.
Big Show was on there?
I don't know.
Beavis and Butthead over here. He's a big show.
You said big.
Can we go back to poop jokes? That's my wheelhouse.
Poop Jones joke. Poop joke. Fuck.
Poop joke Jones over here.
Yeah.
Poop joke.
Um,
shit.
I'm Excalibur.
but the match wasn't for any stakes, right?
I don't know, but it definitely. I think it was more. Look at the amount of fucking heat this builds.
Does it?
I don't think so.
I'm sure they have the rights to that.
Why
camera.
wouldn't you want to do that on your show?
If they did that on the first night of AEW Nitro or whatever they're calling it, that would have been big.
Actually, that'd have been bigger, yeah, because I would have been
That
like,
would've been
oh
huge.
shit, they're getting started.
Yeah.
Unless.
But this was like a high school, man.
Well, imagine Moxley comes out,
In a mask.
has Pentagon's mask on for their first show. He comes out with that, and they don't have Pentagon for a couple shows. They
But
have
then
him,
also-
and Ray Phoenix is just like
I thought they were already announced for the first show.
fair.
I thought they were. I mean, I don't know. I could have sworn they were, but I don't.
But
There's
it could
always
be a
injuries.
Cool, yeah, it could be a fantastic story.
But it would feel like halfway through the story. If
Yeah.
he shows up with the mask already, it'd be like, oh, John Moxley wears a mask now.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I
that's my biggest complaint with AEW in general is that you're not behind anything. You're not, they don't tell you, hey, he's a heel, he's a face. They just have one roster and it's like you versus you. All right, go.
Well, and I think what they're doing is they're trying to build it because I'm sure with all of these independent shows that they're putting their talent on, they're like, we have our own cameras for parts of this.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. I think what's happening is they don't want to have that first weekly show and have to start from zero. And I know that in a sense they will, but they can do recaps, kind of like how WWE would be like, hey, if you didn't see this last week, we did this. Hey, you didn't see this, but this happened on this show. And they could start doing that thing that we talk about that they don't do well in these pay-per-view buy-ins, where they're going over like 15% of the talent.
But
Go into relevant to each story so you can start building it.
why wouldn't you want that be your own footage and your own show?
I'm
You
sure
know what I mean?
I'm sure they own the footage.
I'm not sure that they are. That was just all over the YouTube from some dude who tweeted it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they might have other parts. I'm just saying, like, you could be wrong, but I would imagine. I don't think there is.
But my biggest thing against that is just the simple lighting. We have better lighting here than that show had.
That's the show had shit lighting. And it's not
Look, he
the
can
complaint-
control it.
Yeah. And it's not the idea that, they shouldn't have done this or whatnot, but it's just kind of like, that's a weird place to do that, because if you don't have the rights to it, and even if you start building right into it, it feels a little bit more like that whole, like, well, if you don't know, then you don't know. And I want to feel like I'm allowed to watch if I'm unsure, or I want to see them build something from zero. Why is it bad to have your first show feel like your first show? Why is it not okay to be all like, hey, we've been doing these pay-per-views, and that's our history. And now here's where we build the groundwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, I see.
Fucking like Jones over here.
Special.
Like Jones over here.
See, I see them having like Omega going out there, hey, this is AEW Wednesday nights, this and that, and then, Moxley going in and attacking him there, and then it's like, all right, cool, here we
That would have
go.
been big. That would have been, yeah, here we go. We're off to the races. This
But-
feels
but
a little
to
bit
me-
like, why does he have his mask?
Yeah, to me, it's AEW. They're still trying to develop their tag teams.
Yeah.
Lucha Brothers is a big, part of that. And then you have a singles competitor taking away, the Lucha's biggest prize in his mask for no
Well,
reason.
It could also. There's a lot of things I could see it be. Part of it I keep wanting to say is that when I read the amount of like knocking it back is, and I get there's arguments to be made like this. It doesn't make sense. I don't know where we're gonna go, But I always feel like I don't think these people are idiots. Or at least there's enough people there that one person has a brain. What I'm saying is it's similar to like how we would say like Vince McMahon's, like some people would say like Vince McMahon's this. It's maybe non-traditional storyline. It may not work, but it's trying. They're new and they're trying.
I think, as much as I like him, I do think Moxley is a bit of an idiot. In that I think that he is so up his own ass that he is willing to really fuck up just to prove he's something that he may or may not be. So I wouldn't be surprised to find out this was a call made in the back or in the ring by Moxley and Pentagon saying okay. It wouldn't surprise me if everyone was all like, yo, that could have been great in 2 months after we've been on the show for a month and build towards a breaking of the tag teams and start Penta on his singles run against what an amazing pay-per-view to build up to Moxley and Pentagon. But now the first thing that happened with it was in this poorly lit fucking place. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they came to him afterwards and were like, dude, the fuck did you waste that for? Not that it's a bad idea inherently, but probably bad timing, it feels like.
I can give you that. I can say that. And I could see that being a thing. And when I say, a lot of times maybe the critique is not aimed this at AEW, aimed this at the individual talent. Because when I'm saying like, yeah it's like,
I don't think AEW fucked up here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Cody, I don't think the Young Bucks, I don't think Kenny are there. I don't think Tony Khan's an idiot. I think you have a lot of
Khan
people.
might be an idiot. I think he's surrounded by people who are not. He might be an idiot. He's throwing money at people.
Yes.
Like a strip club.
Dude, fucking Orange Cassidy, man.
I'm cool with him. I like Orange Cassidy. I might be the other one Orange Cassidy, but I like Orange Cassidy.
All right, so on to Raw.
Wow.
But no, I agree with you. I don't think this is I'm not trying to say AEW fucked up here. I'm afraid that Dean might fuck up, that John might fuck up, because he's trying to prove something instead of trying to work something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm worried that he's going to injure himself doing something stupid. Though I have loved his work in New Japan. It's been really good.
It's been great. The bits I've seen have been good. He had a decent match against Juice Robinson, which was surprising because I don't think Juice is good. So.
You know what I just thought of that would be kind of cool?
You like it a Juice?
No.
You like it a
No.
Juice?
You like a juice?
Orange
Yeah, you
Cassidy
like a juice.
versus
like it a
Juice
juice.
Robinson.
It's like an Orange Julius match.
It is.
But if Moxley started calling himself the Dean of Hardcore or something like that,
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
just a little jab back
Yeah, a
towards
little-
WWE. I don't know. It just popped in my head right now.
Yeah.
Little fingertip Jones.
Yeah. Spare fingers.
No.
Little house
Anyways.
father.
How you doing?
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think that's a good one. We
Yeah,
can Raw.
yeah.
I'm glad we got this out early because sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Fuck.
I was actually really excited about Shivani too, but so here's the other thing they said though, is that we haven't seen even 40% of the roster. So then it starts to feel like, fuck, how much stuff do you guys have? Who's going to be poorly booked because not everyone can be on top? And if we've only seen 40% and you've been booking the way you have been, does that mean we got like 60% jobbers coming through? I don't know. I just don't know what it means yet.
Did they bring Missy Hyatt?
I hope.
If they bury the shit out of Sean Spears, you will like them. Admit it, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Kill him.
You know what? You're just a hand. Bye.
Yeah, that, and then with them bringing in Shivani and Jim Ross when they did, and replacing Alex Marvez after the first one, it makes it a little hard for me to buy into everything that they say every time, because they're always saying like, we're 100% behind, you know, that, oh, we thought everyone was perfect, it was a great job on everything, and then all of a sudden you bring in Tony Schiavone. Is he going to be producing in the back, or is he going to be on screen? Like, if he's in their ear in the back, cool, I get that. You need someone to train these guys, because Jim Ross obviously isn't able to do it by himself at the table. You need someone in their ears to be like, hey guys, you missed the fucking boat. This is what Jim Ross is trying to do right now. So that wouldn't be a total shock or a problem. But when you bring in another announcer on that level, it feels a little bit more like, do you or do you not really like what they're doing? Because I don't think it's bad during this time frame to say this is what we're working on, and we can be better at this. But to say now that this is perfect when clearly you seem to know that it's not, it makes me nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From like a viewing standpoint.
Did you guys see that Kalisto tweeted?
Yeah,
He's
his
gonna
last
be
free agent day or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's gonna be a free agent. In, was
Him
it 10
and the
months?
other one.
Grand Metalik.
Was it Metalik?
Yeah.
It was the other Lucha House Party guy.
There's three of them. There's a quick view. There's
quite a few.
Lindsay Dorado.
There's Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah.
There's
Grand
Kalisto. There's Grand Metalik. And technically Sin Cara is part of
That's
it, but
true.
he's injured. Because he's always fucking injured.
Well,
Because
he's 100
he's...
years old, man.
No, this is a new one.
No,
There's been multiple Sin Caras.
they can't all get the same chest tattoo, dude.
No. You're thinking of Unico. Unico is older. He was the one who was the original. He was out. The new guy, different tattoo, but he's younger. But he's also been there longer. But he's.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
But anyways, Raw.
Yeah.
Raw.
Give my notes
Started
out.
out finding out that Corey Graves was not on, which was an awesome moment.
Did that
What
make
the
number
fuck
one
are
on your
those?
top 5? Those are my notes.
Did you?
You guys made me make notes for once.
Is it the? Give me that. Give me that.
What?
It is. It is
envelope.
an envelope.
Yeah, I told you I ripped up an envelope.
Did you do a top 5s?
No, I just kind of tried
Just-
to break it down.
A little bit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was really excited. Lawler is sitting in for Corey Graves, who's on vacation, and I thought, fuck yeah,
Take a long one.
yeah.
Is it
Good luck.
vacation or is it divorce court?
Supposedly him and Carmella are in Jamaica. So you're right about that take a long one business.
Producer here. She just has the worst taste in men.
Yeah. Yeah, that's safe. to say.
Yeah. She's fantastic performer. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did his eye go lazy, Corey?
Stroke?
They all get
Well,
bells.
he's got a girlfriend now. He doesn't have the stroke. Yeah.
Well, Lawler's sitting in, and it was very exciting. And to be honest, that whole first match, they were great, the three of them together. Renee and Lawler were playing off each other really well. I thought it was great. Michael Cole in the middle.
Well, I thought it was kind of, and this is not what they were doing, I'm sure of it, but seeing Lawler be Lawler versus Corey be Corey,
Trying to be Lawler?
which, yes, is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, man, Lawler is fucking good at being
natural.
kind of like he's rides along the line. If he gets dirty, he's like an uncle. Whereas Corey's the guy outside of 7-Eleven in a wife beater, like, hey yo girl, nice ass. Just not even like, hey, nice ass. Just yeah.
He's the
Lawler-
type of dude who always has a bottle of roofies.
Whereas Lawler's that older nice guy who's like, oh, you are such a sweetheart, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, you're a real cute girl.
It's like the Corey's like the Mad TV bit. Can I have your number?
Oh,
Can I have
yeah.
your number?
I don't think I said that.
No?
What's that?
She's definitely going to link it to you. Opens up with Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, I thought we were doing tops.
I mean, we can use that. It'd be good. Well, that's what I said. We're going to start doing that. So as the shows get bigger and girthier, we're going to have Monday Night Raw, Wednesday night NXT, Wednesday AEW, Friday SmackDown, Saturday any AEW pay-per-view, and Sunday any WWE pay-per-view. Also Saturday's probably going to have NXT pay-per-views at the same time as AEW pay-per-views. We're talking about potentially like 20 hours worth of content to try and cover on our rinky-dink show over here. So what we'll probably start doing as this starts to roll out is more top 5, bottom 5s like we did last week with the SummerSlam weekend. Because we'll be able to cram more content into a shorter amount of time of just saying this is what was best and this is what was worst about this week in general. And then on that same token, we're going to create a little spreadsheet and actually follow it and see who we think's winning the war, as it were, with who's getting the most top 5 moments,
we
the most
should've-
bottom 5 moments.
She got the domain Wednesday Night Wars.
Ah, fuck.
Damn.
I like GR Lunar, by the way.
Jerry
Damn
Lynn?
right, GR Lunar.
What did he say?
No.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Scott Dawson, special guest
Lunar cheers.
Damn right.
Welcome back.
to Lunar.
The noise.
Ping.
Yeah. So yeah, it does open up with Roman Reigns versus Dolph. Dolph does a really great job of countering Roman's 3 moves over and over again in different ways.
And a fantastic promo. The
Always
beginning
promo's good.
I lost to Maurice's husband using Ric Flair's finisher.
Yeah.
Just so fucking good. Like,
That was really good.
oh.
And then Dolph works circles around Roman. Roman does really well selling, but that's the only thing he's well at. And then he gets the win with a spear. My problem with Roman's matches is they're all the same match. He gets paired up with people who do really good jobs in the ring. And so he makes them look like $1 million, so it feels like a bigger win when he wins. Problem is it doesn't feel like a big win when he wins because he's never going to lose to these people who are working circles around him, and it just feels like here's a dude getting his ass kicked who then turns around and does 2 moves and wins, and it goes, what's the fucking point of the whole fight?
It
You know?
feels like at times, and I've noticed this more and more since you initially said that, it feels like Roman Reigns' persona is like somebody told him, hey, Bret Hart is the best wrestler ever because he makes everyone look like $1 million, and not the other half of it, which is he also looks great doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, make them look like it's like, it's really, there are some action movies that are cool when somebody's struggling and then they win, but you need them to look good at some points because otherwise you're like, this is really just like a bumbling mess. This is John English, not James Bond.
Yeah, you know, in the video games, how you can do like those charged hits where it's like for like extra damage and shit.
That's
It feels
fine.
like that's the
Roman.
only thing that Roman can do is a charged hit.
Well, it's a 6-year-old playing a video game.
Yeah.
He only knows 3 buttons and
The
it's a
problem
spear, it's a
is,
Superman punch.
yeah. But then the problem is that with those games, if you're playing against the demos or whatever, the person who's getting the more hits in always ends up winning because your charged hit can't get off. And just getting the 2 charged hits isn't enough to complete the match. So it's like, it just doesn't make sense even from a video game standpoint. You know what I mean? It's like you're doing very, very little to win. And it's like, all I got to do is get these 2 moves off and I'll be good. And it's
Well, and
Lose to somebody mashing buttons.
yeah. It feels a little bit like, I mean, is he trying to do this rope-a-dope thing? I'm going to beat the shit out of me till he's so tired he can't tell I'm going to punch him in the face.
well, in competitive like arcade fighters, usually you're right. It's like there's a iteration of Street Fighter where everyone's using this one character. It's not one everyone likes to use, but it's because they have a kick that's really rapid. And basically, if you can string it together right, you can literally just kick until it's over, just and just stop it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good match.
Chang Li.
So, I don't know.
I don't play Street Fighter.
She's the only one I remember kicking. Doing
After that...
I'm queefing over there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so Dolph again looks great, and it wasn't even a bad match. It was just that Roman matches are not exciting at this point.
No.
And I really wish they were.
Well, and you put Roman is becoming almost like a. I wish if you booked Roman like you booked Braun Strowman, you might do better.
I
Because
agree.
Braun is more flexible in terms of his moveset now. Well, he is in terms of his
does more
moveset now.
stuff.
If you booked Roman like that, where Roman had these powerhouse spots, where you could build up a match like him versus like, or book him like Lesnar. Honestly, even though Lesnar's better, but you get what I mean. Where it's like you have a limited amount of moves. He really is like a spot performer. You need to figure out, okay, where can we put you where this is going to work out? And you got to give him matches where he dominates. You can't have him always do this.
That's a good point. If he was winning most of the time and then started like someone like Dolph started to get over on him, you're like, oh shit. Like he's getting his ass kicked all of a sudden. But he gets his ass kicked by every single person every single time. Until he just gets the random win.
I don't know why he doesn't, and I don't know why he has no submission. Because he could,
He could look mean in no submission.
yes, he doesn't, he's got a great, like, everything they do, they're booking him like a
physique.
yeah, he's got a great physique. Honestly, but they try.
Gross, dude.
Well, you get what I mean? It's like he's got a great look. He's got like for like a kid who's like looking at it like a wrestler, like, oh my god, he's a superhero.
He's an action
got-
figure.
He looks like an action figure. That's the first thing I said when I saw him. When I first got back into wrestling and saw Roman, the second he walked down, I went, oh shit, I get it.
Yeah.
That dude looks like an actual action figure. He looks like a badass. He talks like a bit of a badass. And then he goes out there and does not much. And I was like, what happened? It fell apart.
And
Just like an action figure. You just do this.
And then the arm falls off.
Yeah.
but like a superhero, like in a cartoon, like an action figure, you have these things where you might have that moment where you're setting up a scene and it's like, oh no, how will my Batman action figure get out of this? But he does something. If he's tied down, he figures out something, and this is just like he gets his ass kicked but he finally breaks out and then whips ass. Well, what the fuck? You know,
But he doesn't even like whip ass. He just does 2 things.
You know what Roman should do is the torture rack.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be good.
if he would be. I think it'd be fantastic if he did like a camel clutch, something like that, where it's a stretch of the
Russo's.
abdominal.
Yeah, but that's Russo's.
What about the chicken wing?
Yeah.
The little bow back
chicken.
one. Yeah.
Or
I think a torture rack would be sick, but at the same time, like, look at the people they put them up against. You can't be doing torture racks on Braun and Brock all the time.
Yeah, he can.
You fucking die.
STF.
He's huge.
You could do an STF.
Why would you just straight up give him John Cena's move? That's fucked up.
I think that
don't
could have been
entertain
a
that.
cool end of that feud where he gives him that move. But
Braun should do the torture egg. That'd be pretty
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
yeah.
Remember Braun when he was a part of the Wyatt family, that weird choke he used to do? Why did he stop doing that?
I think something that I've noticed is that with a lot of people, they've really simplified their movesets, and it's almost like they've not challenged them to create new. And you can see it in some wrestlers who really do seem to invest or work on new things.
Like
that's
Seth
what
has
makes
to get his same moves off every fucking match.
I think part of it is marketability.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's easy to have a game now that a kid can play and go, oh, look, I'm doing all of Seth things. Oh, I know how this, like, so I get that because it's super branding. This is how Seth wrestles. These are the moves that Seth does. But I think at the same time, you don't have to only do that.
Yeah.
Like, you can have your signature stuff, but you don't have to only do that.
Well, and even to that point,
Even Cena, he had his 5 moves of doom, they said, which I think is still 3 more than Roman has. But
he was creative with them.
he was
did them in
creative with
different
him.
ways.
He did transitions between them. He did
Yes.
other stuff. Like
The only thing I will give Roman is he gets off his Superman punch in different ways, semi-creative ways. A lot of
yeah,
times.
but I think it
I'm
always
sick of-
feels forced.
I'm sick of him jumping off the stairs though, or the
Oh yeah.
the stairs.
Yeah.
What are they
or
called?
the drive-by, like the
drive-by's
the one,
gotta go.
it bugs me because it always feels like, okay, when we talked about AEW where it's like,
The Usos should be doing the drive-by.
oh yeah, but whenever they do whenever he does a drive-by,
They're not allowed to drive anymore. Sorry.
they're not allowed. The under the influence drive-by. But whenever he does it, it feels like that thing we talk about with AEW. We're like, oh, I got to get into this position for the spot.
Yeah, I
So
gotta go get here.
I've seen multiple times like, why is he rolling over there? It's like, oh fuck, he's getting in position. It's stupid as hell.
To go to the drop. Yeah.
I feel like, to your points about the games, yeah, he has less moves than a game. Whenever I would play like SmackDown Here Comes the Game was my favorite wrestling game as a kid, and you'd play that, and yeah, like Jeff Hardy might have 3 or 4 power moves, but he still got other things to do. They might be generic, and it kind of matched it. They're not. In marketing purposes, yeah, his signatures can be 2 or 3 signatures, but every wrestler has 2 or 3 signatures. A zigzag, a switchblade, a famouser, a super kick.
Blockbuster.
Reverse 1911.
No.
Literally, Roman's things are Superman punch, spear, and the Samoan drop, and he doesn't do that much. And he has
And that
Oh,
weird,
barely.
that weird thing in the
Oh
corner.
yeah, I feel like you can't stand that, and it doesn't even make sense. Like, how's that your signature move? It's stupid. The funny thing too, when you think about it, is WWE knows it makes for bad matches. If you play their own video games and try to have a match like Roman has, you get like a 1 star.
Yeah.
They let you get 5-star matches on there, and a Roman match won't cut it.
Yeah.
And they know it, so it's weird. It's all like, come on.
No,
What do you
yeah.
want us to
Man.
do? Come on.
It's
Anyways, Cubes.
oh, yeah.
Cube Smith. But that's Roman and he sucks. Let's see. After that, they make the announcement that we're going to have Sasha Banks on King's Court coming up next. And then Becky
sure.
has a video promo, which I thought was pretty good. We're talking some shite there on Sasha. Solid job there. And
sir.
it leads into the King's Court, where King says he would be remiss if he did not bring up the King of the Ring bracket because he is the king. So he starts talking about the King of the Ring bracket, who he thinks is going to take SmackDown. He goes into who does he think? Oh no, he says he thinks Raw's going to take it. And then who did he say? Ricochet. Yeah. And then he said that who he's about to think of for SmackDown. And the lights start to flicker. You hear Renee go, "Oh no, not now." And then you hear Michael Cole go, "Oh God." And then Lawler goes, "Oh, I know what this is.
I've seen this.
I'm getting out of here."
Which
Yeah.
I just love like.
It was so real.
Yeah.
I know I'm done with this.
Yeah. No, I'm out.
I wanted him to do that little like high pitched squeal, like
Yeah.
a little.
I wanted a bleep there. I wanted an oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Wah!
So then he takes off running, the lights go out, and then Cole's like, "Oh my God, where's Lawler? where's Lawler? And it shows him on the top, and boom. Let's see. Lights go out, comes spotlights, King at the top of the ramp, Fiend attacks him.
That was one
and-
of the things on my top 5.
Oh, it was great, right?
yeah.
And as he's doing the mandible claw in there, you can hear him laughing and screaming and stuff. It was really cool. Bray was all screaming at him, oh my God, screaming something at him. And then afterwards, you just hear him like, ah, ha, 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 ha. I was like, damn, this is crazy. I thought that was an amazing job on that.
Yeah. I know it's maybe the loudest this the studio's ever been, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my street's not usually this loud.
This is yeah.
Dogs barking, people talking.
Yeah, there's kids out there. I wish we could put them down.
Yeah.
Did you want any more or no?
Yeah, I'll take one more.
Let's see. After they come back from the break, which I mean, by the way, I think the whole thing is perfect. Someone did post up on their thing. They think that the Bray Wyatt mask was a little bit different for the show. They think he has a different one for action than he does for promos, because it was it seemed like a little less like pulled flesh, and the colors were a little bit more vibrant. Where in the promo ones, it's really close up. It looks like the flesh is really stretched, and the colors are a little closer together in contrast. Kind of neat to think about. They do have several masks going on, but I think it worked out great. Looked awesome, and there's literally nothing wrong with anything Bray's doing at this point.
I imagine like what I
Except for his crate being sold out.
I got one.
yeah.
Yo, it was only out like 15 minutes. I sent it to both of you guys, and I was like, these idiots better get one. And then I bought it. and
Sorry,
all
it
of a
was
sudden-
working.
Yeah.
And then by the time I went to go replay the video for Michelle, the video was gone. And I was like, what the fuck?
If you would have texted me, hey, there's boxes, buy one, I would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Instead, you sent the video. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
a Firefly Funhouse video.
If you'd said, "Hey, you
Yeah,
cunts, buy
man.
this," I would have bought one.
Yeah.
Next
It's
time you
never
your
worked
fault.
before.
Yeah, it is.
That-
yeah,
yeah.
it is.
It's never worked for me.
You did it with the.
I've asked you to chip in for food every week.
You did it with the Rumble pack.
That is a
Hey,
damn
cunt,
lie.
should I buy this?
Which Rumble Pack?
The plaque.
Oh, the plaque? Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
hey
buying
cunt,
it.
should I buy this? Yeah, I should.
I'm buying it. You seen it, right?
Yeah. I've seen
It's a
it.
crazy piece, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I always look up and I see fucking Alicia Fox's signature at the goddamn top.
Oh, yeah. She fucking had a stroke up there.
She dating Corey?
Maybe. I want to put up a
Good
video of
old
a lot of
Lazy Eye
the...
Jones.
I'm going to put up a video of all of the decorations that we have set up, but I'm waiting for the 8x10 to come back at the Four Horsewomen. They just pushed back the signing. Was supposed to be like this weekend. They pushed it back till next month. So I'm starting to get nervous. Starting to really get nervous. But those guys seem cool. And they showed he had a signing with Brett this past weekend. And so they showed that. Yo, when they had him sign the Funko Pops, they took all the Pops out and collapsed all the boxes.
Oh,
So he just signs the
sits
clear
there.
thing and moves it along and stuff. And I was like, it seems dicey.
Yeah.
Because I'm all sitting there handing the pop to Oscar, like, careful, don't bend it. Don't be careful with it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You're grabbing it too hard.
Yeah, she grabs it. No, I'll put it down in front of you.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I get a translator?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can I have the position of Funko Pop Box Collapser? Because that just sounds like a.
I think I could be good at that. I've gotten pretty good at opening them up without even creasing the back.
Don't just rip his
God,
foot
he's so drunk, this guy.
I know.
After they come back, Vic Joseph takes over for Lawler. I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, he actually did really good. He's better than David Otunga.
Christ.
What?
Yeah.
Hi, boys.
Your voice.
Yeah, he's so good.
This is not.
He's so good.
Kevin, this is how I normally talk. Everything you hear is me putting it on because I'm aware it sounds weird. So this, I'm just gonna talk like this the rest of the show.
High voice, tiny feet. That's kind of your gimmick.
I actually have really tiny feet.
He's like, why on there? Why'd you say it on there?
What's that shit you wear, Eric? I wear size 11, but my feet are size 8. Because I feel bad.
So we've gone through one promo and one match.
We had a segment too.
Kinda. So some people were talking about the idea of Vic Joseph taking lead on that. He was talking more than anybody else and feeding in and out of the things. I wonder if he's getting souped up to do something big, take over for somebody or something, because they're
NXT
really.
Live.
They've already announced who they're announcing. It's gonna be
really?
it's gonna be the same people, Mario and
Mario.
yeah.
It's gonna be more.
Although that one dude bailed, right? Percy.
Hey,
Yeah.
He jumped out.
But I like Beth Phoenix. I'm cool with that. She's done good on pay-per-views.
She's okay.
Yeah,
She's
there's a
not as
couple
exciting
times.
as I wish she was. She always sounds super sedated.
But
This is an incredible matchup.
she might get better. The thing is, I'm happy to see a woman doing it. I like that.
Me too.
Guys. But no, I like.
What?
I know, but I like the idea of having another female announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it. God damn it. Let's see. After that, we get Ricochet and The Miz versus Drew McIntyre and Baron. No clue why this is happening.
When I came in,
Fuck.
when I came into the room,
What is wrong with you?
I
What's broken?
Too much jacking.
Yeah, way too much jack.
Damn right. But when I came in, I thought it was gonna be Ricochet versus Miz. I was like, this better not be that King of the Ring tournament because this is not a good situation for anyone because
Yeah.
clearly you're gonna put Miz over, and I really don't think Miz should fucking win. And then it's a tag. I'm like, okay, fucking great, cool.
Yeah, but then also why?
That made my not top 5,
Yeah.
my bottom 5, because I was like, you guys have been boasting the King of the Ring for so long,
And then
and
we
then
have
it's
to-
like first match, it's a tag match, or no, it was the second match, but
Yeah, but it was a tag match against people who
who are in the
otherwise
tournament, yeah,
yeah, they're in
It's
the
like-
tournament and otherwise not associated with each
yeah.
And I wish somebody broke a fucking leg in that match.
other. Then they did the same shit on SmackDown. There was a match in there for
The
absolutely no
show
fucking
business.
reason.
No.
real
Let's see.
big.
Ricochet gets the win over Baron, and the match was okay, but it was just pointless. The only thing I thought was notable about it was Corbin has a new look,
I was gonna say he's got the beater on.
and he's got sneakers on now.
That was inside out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's wearing instead of wrestling boots, which he was wearing underneath all that stuff, he's got on sneakers and a wife beater.
But black pants, which looks it looks
Fine.
It looks like the what was the restaurant? Bennigan's. Looks like the Bennigan's manager got off duty and took off his shirt.
Yeah, now he's not
and that's
drinking.
what's underneath. Yeah.
He's drinking at the bar now. Doesn't want
Yeah.
people to know he works there.
looks like the kind of manager who's just like, you know what, I get off at 8. you want to talk about this? I'm off at 8, and just meets you hanging out outside.
Meet you at the trash.
Baron, you don't have to do this. Get back inside. No. He wants to fight. I want to go fucking fight him. I'm gonna hang out. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're not coming in. Yeah.
After that, Booker T predicts that Drew McIntyre is going to win the King of the Ring. We were really just happy that Booker didn't come out there and beg everyone to like Seth Rollins. That's really how I felt about that. Because I was like, why is he Skyping in? Please don't do this shit again.
The amount of prominence to that Skype call, like it was so obvious. I was like, do they have like a sponsorship buy-in with
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft?
It's huge.
Well, what they need to do is they need to get the sponsorship from Verizon. This FaceTime brought to you by Verizon.
Or Apple.
Well, they did Skype. Why would they need Verizon specifically?
Just to say it's a carrier that's got that quality of.
Yeah, but they work with Cricket.
Yeah, but Skype was
That's
Skype
how-
was similar. That's true. Cricket would be cool. Let's see. After that, we got Braun versus AJ for the U.S. title. The club gets involved pretty early on, and AJ retains with the DQ loss. Also, Baron was dominating pretty hard most of the match, and I was kind of like, where do you go from here? That's fun. And then Club beats up Braun, and Seth comes out to his rescue. And then they start building this really weird, stupid Braun and Seth thing that I don't give a shit about.
I absolutely hate it. That was on my bottom 5.
Isn't it so fun that for the longest time you really hated Roman and you thought Seth's gonna be great when they really push him. I really want to see face Seth and him be the face of the company. Now it's just like, good God, get Seth away from everyone. Just keep Seth ruins everything I love.
Well, see, Seth, like, I've liked Seth. I've always thought he was athletic. He's great in the ring. He's, like, plateaued for a while. But ever since I put him with Becky, it made Seth look so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's looked worse since.
And it's almost made me dislike Becky. Not dislike Becky, but, like, she's kind of gotten flat, too, now.
Yeah, less
And it's
exciting
like,
to see
yeah.
her.
It's
She
like,
hasn't
yeah.
even been on the show much
Yeah.
the last 2 weeks. She had this one promo and that was it.
Yeah.
That was all he saw this whole week.
Since he walked in, since WrestleMania, when he walked down that damn ramp, he's in a vacuum for talent. Because I will go further than Becky. When he came out, because after WrestleMania, that was the thing we talked about, is that's a shit match. He stomped him twice and won. That was not a compelling match, and they made it into something. And then his promo sucked. It was the worst cookie cutter babyface promos.
Shit.
Stupidest pops. We're in Davenport, Iowa. Dumb bullshit to just get pops. And not being the person he was. His match quality doesn't match up to what it used to be. He's
But that's
not,
also gone downhill.
yeah, it's not as fast, it's not as varied, it's marketed, it feels like.
Yeah.
The people he's worked with, it's the worst matches I've seen of AJ have been with him.
Yeah.
And then when they added Becky, when they first did that, when he gets hurt and you see Becky come out, I was like, I really don't like this. And you're like, well, it makes sense. But I was like, man, I don't want them to extend this. And then he made it such a forced fucking thing where it's like, yeah, Becky and Seth are this power couple. And it was so bad they've separated them immediately.
Yeah.
And what was crazy is the people who looked the best in that was Corbin and Lacey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, they were looking.
They
were
look
looking
natural.
so stale that it was like, man, Lacey
Yeah.
and Corbin are really good together, aren't
Yeah.
they? They got a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
And then you
I
watch
could
Seth
get
and Becky-
behind this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Don't say that because when we said they look good together, the first thing I thought was like fucking camera.
What?
At the pay-per-view.
What?
The tag camera that went
Oh.
up. Colonoscopy cam.
why were you thinking about that? No one was thinking about that but you.
The diaphragm cam.
Yeah.
Diaphragm cam. And then I could get really behind this. Like the cameraman.
Yeah, I'm behind it. Let's see. After that, Seth says to Braun Strowman, if it was up to him, he would let him challenge him for the title. Really weird fucking thing to say in an environment we've created where almost every championship is defended by the choosing of the champion.
Which I hate.
I hate it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Seth's like, man, if it was up to me, you'd be the next one to challenge. Well, guess fucking what? It apparently
then-
is up to the champion
Yeah.
most of the time.
And then, hey, I'm gonna get a match against the tag team champs for the belts.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go get us those titles right now. And Braun's like,
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, I got it. I
Yeah,
sensed
Raw.
it.
To me, Raw was shit this
It was
week.
fucking
I
trash.
hated Raw. I had a not top 5 and like 2 in the top 5. It's over there. I don't remember what was what, but
After that, we got Samoa Joe versus Cesaro for King of the Ring. Awesome intensity the whole
Yeah.
match. It looked like a fucking fight.
that was one of the ones on the top 5.
Yeah. Joe gets the win in a believable fashion, and they both look pretty awesome in the get. And my first prediction was correct.
Mine too. It's okay. SmackDown killed my bracket.
Yeah, just wrecked you. Let's see. After that, we get 24/7 Elias doing his last performance. Truth tries to beat Elias unsuccessfully, and then that's kind of that.
Why is Elias with the belt not defending it? Why is the plague
Why is
of
that the gimmick?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah? Why is
that
the
was
plague?
that was another thing that I was like, 24/7 has been the only staple for the past couple months. Where it's like, okay, this is interesting, this is funny, this and that, and this past week, stupid, like absolutely like, oh, I have a note, I have a doctor's note, and
Yeah.
Shane note.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was like, this is like,
Then
you guys
why-
are almost burying it quicker than it became a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole idea of the title, even when they're announcing it, it was like, there's no breaks, there's none of this, it's always defended. And then for them now at this point, this is like, what, 6 times now they've done some shit where it's all like, oh, suspended for the evening, oh, no title defense
Well, they said
tonight.
during certain matches. I think this is the first time they've actually said the evening. The
And then
whole
we
night.
have-
They did it once before when Elias had it, I think, for the whole night. Or no, you're right, it was after the Lumberjack match
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, then why is Truth doing this? It's it makes no fucking sense. It was so much better when Truth had it, and
Everyone was chasing him.
Yeah.
At least with everyone chasing him, I felt like, hey, that title's being defended and he doesn't want to fight everybody.
and it gave all these people who needed TV time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's getting TV time.
Yeah,
Because
Elias.
Carmella's on vacation.
Yeah. Carmel's on vacation. Let's take a break. Put on Elias. No
Yeah.
one defends.
Fair. I mean, it's.
Once again, Corey's fault.
God damn it, Corey. Fucking Corey. Yeah. Man, I hope he comes back with like cold sores all over his face.
Oh. What is wrong with you?
He's just there. It's like giant fucking. Is like, oh shit.
Fuck. Oh, he's like his face fell in cactus or something.
Yeah, I want him to look like that.
God damn it.
Carmella has them.
We don't
Oh
hate
no,
Carmella.
spread those.
Yeah, I mean that'd be. Carmella would also be injured in this, in a sense.
I don't want that to happen. Well, no, we could then have them break up, and it could be like well, what the fuck happened? And then you just see this picture
What are you doing, man?
I just want to destroy couples. I
What
want to
the
destroy.
fuck?
I want.
Jerry, Jerry.
I want to destroy Corey's happiness. Yeah.
I think you completely misunderstood when I said fantasy booking. Like, you completely missed the mark.
Corey's delivering a hot sausage pizza.
So much worse with the chops.
God, what happened? Where are you from now? After that, we get Rey Mysterio. He starts talking about his retirement, having a little speech, getting emotional. He's interrupted by his son Dominic, who convinces him to stay so that he can debut as his partner. It was a cool little spot, but I don't think it hit home as hard as I would have expected it to, or think that they wanted it to.
This is kind of neutral. It made me like interested.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
like,
interesting
all
to see
right,
what happens with
let me
Dominic.
see.
I didn't like it, and the reason I didn't like it was it felt like the build to it has not been great. Like, it feels like
Yeah.
because again, I don't like that Andrade and Rey's been continuing. It's not making either of them look good. The Dominic part of this, I don't think has a benefit because you're saying, well, we're going to have Dominic signed. Okay. He's very green. We haven't seen him work too much. We haven't seen him in NXT. There's a lot of time between he will be on the roster in here, and I really get worried about we're going to put this guy in a main match.
He's been training for a couple years now.
Yeah. I think. Excuse me. I think that leads to. Yeah, I think that no, put it away. I think that leads to Rey making appearances on NXT on Wednesday nights,
Yeah, as a manager for Dom.
and then when he gets called up to the main card,
Ta-da.
hey, you're my tag team partner.
They call themselves La Familia.
Viva la raza.
I like that. Okay, I can go with that.
Shouldn't have liked that. That was not a good idea.
I think that could work. I struggle to think of like. Also, I don't like when you put Dominic in because he's so
Much
not
bigger.
great.
Oh.
Well, he's so fucking bad in how he talks, and I'm like, God damn it.
Not worse than Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not bad overall. He was
Yeah,
okay.
The only
he didn't
thing,
blow me away, but he didn't disappoint me either. I was like,
the
okay.
only thing that kind of made me take a step back was their weird little embrace,
Yeah.
like the collar and elbow almost, and it was like,
I thought the angle they chose was
yeah,
weird.
yeah. It
The
was
way
like
he
it
comes
was a
in, he's
weird,
like, Psh. Now I know that they're trying to go for a real moment where it's like,
yeah.
oh, it's not perfectly set up for the cameras, so it's a weird angle, but it did feel a little bit weird. You're like,
yeah,
am I eavesdropping? Am I not?
yeah. It felt like a weird game of chicken.
Yeah. And then they zoom in till the camera hits his eye. He was like,
And is it any weirder than Titus O'Neil kissing his kid on the lips walking into the ring that one time?
I didn't see that.
no one's seen that.
So you don't. Yeah, it's the thing. He went outside match. His family was there. He goes and he hugs and like kisses his kid in the lips and goes in there. He's like, just keeps going. But it was like his teenage son. It was like, okay, like
Some families do that though. I've discovered.
yeah, that's the thing. Some families do this. I'm finding out.
Yeah.
I don't. My family does pat on the back at best.
Your dad doesn't talk to you.
Yeah, it's more accurate.
After
Shameful glares.
After that, we get New Day versus the Revival. I thought it was a solid match until RKO interferes and Kofi comes out and gets RKO'd, and then Revival breaks Wood's leg.
So I
It was
like
an interesting spot for sure.
I liked the camera angle of Big E, and then all of a sudden it was an RKO out of nowhere. Thought that was great.
Did a good job there.
But on Raw and SmackDown, I learned that Kofi doesn't know how to take an RKO.
He takes it differently than other people, and it's kind of flapjacky.
He like face plants. He's like,
He's stupid.
yeah,
Stupid.
exactly.
Stupid.
It's so weird. I'm glad that they're bringing that up.
Yeah.
They're really.
I
bringing it up.
almost was hoping that they would make RKO Kofi a stupid shirts, but then I was like, nah, that might be racist.
I felt they were really treading some shallow waters on this one.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, you
With-
people are stupid.
yeah.
Whoa.
And then they're like holding him down, and you're gonna watch me break your partner's leg,
Yeah.
and it was really, I felt like it was really
But
getting close there. And I was
At
like,
least it's
eh.
not the Seth curb stomp.
Yeah. Yeah. And then even with Woods, which I thought he did an awesome job with, and Kofi just watching like, no, brother, no. It was like, it felt like they were really treading shallow water. I think they did okay, but I could definitely see how, I don't know that anyone did, but I wouldn't be confused if someone was all like, that seems a little offensive. It wouldn't shock me, because I was like, it does seem like you really placed a very particular look on the show right now.
Yeah.
So I think that they walked that line well.
Yeah.
Because I think that the angle and the performers are better than that. So I think that they did a good job of not letting it become that.
Yeah.
You know?
To me, and this is gonna sound bad, it's kind of fit what I've interpreted Randy Orton's character to have been in the past year, which has been like that angry white dad at a soccer game sometimes. Like with him and AJ Styles, the way they were like, their fight was like, this is just drunk dads fighting. This is like,
You go to a lot of soccer games?
no, but
How do you fucking
not
know who's
than,
there?
not louder than 500 yards kids.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But like,
Especially with them chops.
yeah. But like,
That was 1,000 yards.
I could see like I just, for some reason, the way Randy talks, he's built and stuff now, and how he looks now is like 40. I'm like, I see him like saying shit. I'm like, this is just coming off weird because
But
you're
see,
not aware.
the thing that I love about Randy Orton is his facial expressions.
Yeah.
His facial expressions are awesome. Like when he slammed the Singh brothers through the table and it didn't break.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yes.
yeah, that was awesome. Seeing him on Raw after Rumble, and like it wasn't aired, but he just went off about how he doesn't recycle because he was talking to Daniel Bryan, and he's like, "Oh, you better take that belt and roll it up and smoke it," and to that effect. And I was like, "All right,
Randy,
like
yeah.
he's like the last of the Mohegans, like the Attitude Era, last stop almost."
Why the Mohicans?
I don't know. That's the saying, I thought.
He's had a mohawk
I
at
was
times.
saying
It
that
works.
was just a movie
Yeah.
once. So.
I thought it
Like
was
he's like the Indian in the cupboard, from the final of Attitude Era.
He really buries my heart at Wounded
He's like
Knee.
the Angels in the outfield, Rookie of the year, this guy.
I thought it was the saying.
Kevin Costner movies.
Little dances with the wolves.
Yeah. A regular Mission Impossible, that Randy Orton.
But and I
That's
think
not Kevin Orton. Or Kevin Orton.
Kevin Orton. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy's a Bull Durham. Man's man.
What a tin cup.
That's a good way to take that. Right.
But I think I think Randy Orton in the past 2 years has become one of my favorite wrestlers because it's the sum total of his career experience where he's just like, he goes in there and when he doesn't give a shit, I love it because it's like, yeah, he does not like what he's doing. He doesn't care. He just seems like, fuck it. But when he does, or when he's there and he's slightly like he can't hold it in. And when he laughs, when he does something that's behind the scenes, little breaks behind the camera, I love it. Like when they had the Survivor Series match, and Shane got fucked by Roman, where he got super concussion, and Randy goes over and like, your dad's cool. Like you can see him like,
Oh yeah, goes over and talks to the kids.
everything's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, guys, don't look over there. Look at me. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Which I love because that's like that, or like when he's just every little thing where he's tripped or whatever.
you-
Yeah,
Did
that's
ever
when he
see
like
the-
kicked into dad mode.
Yeah. Did you ever see there's like a YouTube video 10 times Randy's broken kayfabe? It's great.
Yeah,
Like-
it's really good.
Him and Edge had some great ones too. Where like did you ever see the one where like Rey Mysterio's doing pull-ups and he fucks up and drops more, and Edge is just like shit and walks straight forward. I love those moments.
Those are good. I do think it's interesting to see where it goes. I do think that Woods did an awesome job selling that broken leg thing. Woods is amazing though.
Yeah.
Like that dude's severely underrated in my opinion. Like he gets praises for being part of New Day and everyone says, oh, everyone in there's a great worker. Xavier Woods is pretty fucking perfect by all accounts. On the mic, in his selling, in his in-ring work, his ability to do believable transitions. Like, I can't think of a thing that he struggles with that he needs to get past to get to the next echelon, as it were. The dude's pretty close to perfect. I mean, even like from a look perspective, the guy keeps in incredible shape at all times. For a small dude, the dude's fucking jacked.
Yeah.
When I got to meet him the one time, the first thing I thought was, fuck, this dude's arms are bigger than my head. And I'm taller than him. He's like walked up and he just walks over. What's up, I'm Austin. And I was all like, you're not Austin, I've seen Stone Cold. Get your head out of here, I guess.
I think, well, and that brings up on the New Day. I think everyone in the New Day could be singles belt holders as well as tag champs, and I think that'd be awesome. I would be happy with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be for long, but I could see a brief period of them holding all the belts, and that being really awesome. It doesn't have to
I
be
can
long,
see that.
but like have because we're still doing the wild card rule for some reason. Have
Mm,
yeah, we don't acknowledge it, but it's happening. But
They
have,
did actually acknowledge it on Raw.
Oh god damn it!
They said because when the Revival came out against the New Day, they were like, "Oh, because of the wild card rule." Yeah,
Here's the New Day.
yeah.
But have Big E get the U.S. title and have Xavier
IC.
Woods get the IC or vice
I think
versa.
that'd be dope.
Yeah, they don't have to hold it long at all.
No.
Or
And let them keep the tag titles and just be like, man, we're draped in gold. You know, just
have them
drip
go,
it. I love gold.
Have them go to
Actually,
NXT.
yeah, I love gold. They even, when they won the
Go to
tags,
NXT and win theirs too.
yeah, win all their titles.
NXT UK, just be the belt collector. I'm like, I like that. It'd be cool. It doesn't have to be
Yeah, that'd be
one pay-per-view.
New Day 9 belts.
Yeah. They even did that video when they won the tag titles. Xavier did one where it's like, look, like it was a song about dripping. You know what I mean?
The Ric Flair drip.
I don't know. I don't think it was that. But it was just like people who are like, you know, just decked out in jewelry, and it was just picture like the video was just them and holding titles and stuff. It was a really good job. See, after that we get the Sasha Banks interview. Not a lot said. Just kind of solidifying that she's a heel. That's kind of all it felt like. Was just remember she is mean now. I'm like, okay.
Her blue hair.
Her blue hair. She's wearing this blue
I did-
necklace jewel thing. It's like a stone. And then I saw pictures of someone posted Bailey was doing some interview from some press thing. She had a really similar necklace, and I was like,
Were they intertwining hearts?
yeah, like little half hearts.
Yeah, the
Best
BFF.
friends.
The
I was
one
like,
thing,
cool,
the one
but-
thing I did like about that was Cole, like interrupted her and was like, Sasha, no one's talking about your hair."
That's
Oh
literally-
yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, I was
well,
like-
because it was played off really well. It was like, and everyone was talking, and she starts getting like emotional. It was like, but I really look good in blue,
Yeah.
you know, and all that stuff. And then he's like, no one is talking about your blue hair, Sasha. Really good job. Yeah, and all that came out of that. And then we get Chaotic Bliss versus Fire and Desire. I'm still gonna call them Chaotic Bliss until they do something else. What the fuck? What's going on?
Whenever I hear Fire and Desire, I was like, it's like my least favorite tag name.
Yeah, I'm not. As
I don't
into
mind it.
It sounds like it's a Corey fucking name.
It
That's
does.
why I always hear in Corey say, Fire and Desire.
I'm glad they stopped putting the fog effect, the blur effect
Where you
around
can't
Mandy.
see.
Because it was always
Yeah.
blurring out Sonya Deville, and it was kind of like, guys, that's fucked up, man. Stop. It finally stopped.
2019.
We picked a racehorse here.
Let's see, it was an okay match with Nikki getting the win. A lot less selling than I would have liked, but I think that might have been due to time. They might be trying to get all their shit in.
Yeah, I was like, hey, hurry up.
Yeah, a lot of slow follow through on moves. Nikki was doing stuff, and then like Mandy's like, you know, to fall over. It felt really, really choppy and weird.
It felt forced, like almost last second. Like, hey, you guys are going,
Yeah, and a little
figure
rushed.
this out.
Yeah, it felt rushed and forced, and a little bit of a bummer because
Yeah.
I think both teams have the capacity to be great.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get through it.
All right.
After that, we get Cedric Alexander versus Sami Zayn. Cedric wins in an okay match. It wasn't anything
Yeah.
special from the two of them, and I would have expected actually more from the both of them.
See, this was on my bottom. Like
Huge letdown.
yeah, I think you would have gained more from a Sami win than a Cedric win,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because Sami Zayn, they even said it in, the announcing. I don't know when the last time he won, but it's been forever. And I was like, and then especially when you look on the other side of the bracket where you have Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. I was like, you're going to put either one of those against these two, and Cedric and Sami both advance.
And then you have the Cedric Sammy.
Yeah,
At least.
yeah.
Well, that's what I felt about Cesaro and Joe. I don't think it's a bad match to have, but I wonder why we would get rid of that in the first round.
First round, yeah.
Yeah, because Cesaro needs wins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he does.
He's
See-
not won in a while.
But he's also looked strong. Sammy's
Yeah.
been
He's
looking
like
like
Mr. Perfect.
dominated.
yeah,
Mr.
but
Perfect didn't. Once he lost his streak, that was it.
Yeah.
He just didn't win much after that. And he was just putting people over and looking amazing, and he's gone down in history. I think Cesaro, and I think who's the other one?
Seeing perfect.
Ziggler.
Yeah.
I think they're both like Mr. Perfect in that
Yeah.
way, where it's like the guy's on TV every week, and
Yeah.
he doesn't get 5-minute matches. He's getting the 15s. He looks strong. He looks amazing. Everyone talks about their matches afterwards. I don't know that I think that Cesaro needs a win to get over. He's over, man.
Fair. I mean, I will say this. You bring up Ziggler with it. Watching that Roman match, and I know we were doing over it, I more and more have felt, I know I don't like this character. I want Ziggler on top.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm really, he does, I think he needs a belt. Because I know he makes everyone look good, but he's not over. I don't feel like he's over. I feel like
Yeah, I don't know.
he's over with a small set, but he could be so much more. He could be a face, the face of the company.
I mean, like, I don't know in an argumentative sense, but yeah, I don't know if he's over or not. You know what I mean? Like, I could see, I think I could see both arguments. People are like, he's getting the reaction he wants, but he's also maybe not getting a stronger reaction on either side because maybe the crowd's mixed.
Well, see, I think for the casual fan, he's not over,
Yeah.
and for the hardcore fans, whatever you want to call him, he is, and they respect it and they see what he's done. I don't know, Dolph is at a weird place right now, in my eyes.
Yeah.
Because the whole Goldberg thing and come back and he speared him 3 times. I thought that was stupid.
Funny. So funny.
But
Cracked me up.
I've actually gone back and I've liked it more and more when I.
It's weird. It's otherwise a
I only
horrible
watched it
fucking
once.
segment. It's like a shitty fucking
Well-
everything, and somehow Dolph made it really entertaining.
Last week I said I hated it because I thought it was unnecessary. I thought it was gratuitous. I thought it was just dumb, and I thought it made him look stupid as fuck. The more I've gone back, I'm like, you know what? This speaks to how goddamn good he is, and that's why I keep thinking, I want him in a better position on the card.
Yeah.
When I look back at how they compared him to Shawn Michaels, yeah, I kind of want him to be Shawn Michaels. I think he could do it. I kind of want him to have that second half of his career now be him being Shawn Michaels. Because I'll say this, I feel like he's had a similar split. He had this peak at the top of the card for a little bit, and then he disappeared down. Like how Shawn Michaels was at the bottom of was at the top of the card. Then he had lost a smile. He disappeared for injuries, and he was gone. Then he came back, and he was older, and he was at the top again.
I agree. I do think though that
stop.
I wonder who their favorite is. Who's your favorite on the show? I do like because what I was saying
Swear to
before.
God, if you pick anyone but me.
You're like Marsh, clearly.
Yeah.
But that whole Goldberg segment and all of that could have been a 10-minute match. But instead, it almost is like Dolph's like, wouldn't it be better to give us 10 minutes to not have a good match, but to have a really entertaining time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A typical Goldberg match followed by
Typical Dolph Ziggler
Yeah,
shenanigans.
yeah.
I think it made magic because like when it was coming on, we were both like, "Oh fuck this, man! It was bullshit." Then it happens, and he gets the kick, and you're like, "Oh shit! Wish he didn't kick out at the one, but whatever. That's come and gone." But then it's the come back and face him like a man. It's all like what? And then like the third time, it's happening, and you're just laughing. Like he starts to go, "You still did it," and you start laughing because you're like, "He's still fucking doing it." Then the way Goldberg holds him up, it allows Goldberg to kind of be a little bit more goofy, which he doesn't usually get. You know what I mean? Hold him up. You good? You know, face to face. It's good for you. And then does the thing.
Yeah.
Dolph doing his like, "Gah,"
Which it made
drunken 40s boxer.
yeah.
yeah.
Which made showed that side of Goldberg that you don't see in wrestling. You see that in his
Yeah.
other shows, and he is funny. He's a funny dude. Like when I met him as a kid, that's the thing I took away was it wasn't him as Goldberg the wrestler. It was him as like, this is a really funny dude. He was really funny, sweet.
Tickled you a lot, or
No.
all right, just wondering.
I
I don't know, man.
Don't ruin one of my favorite wrestling memories as a kid.
I'm telling
He
you.
was just super, like, he was super cool. He was making jokes with, like, my sister and my brother-in-law.
He's making some jokes about your sister.
Yeah. Talk shit to my dad. Punch my mom.
I love this
Great.
guy.
This guy's amazing. He called my sister a dumb bitch. Loved
Then
it.
he railed her and beat the shit out of my brother-in-law. It was fantastic.
This is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. Shut up, kid.
Just later.
Yes.
This is the best thing ever. Will you sign this? Will you sign this when you're done? Yeah, give me a second to finish up.
Yeah. Can you sign your underwear?
Sign your sister's. God damn it.
Oh yeah, I mean I've heard good things about Goldberg, but yeah, that means that otherwise could have been a horrible, shitty squash match that could have gone nowhere, and they turned it into something else. So I do think Ziggler's a little bit magic that way. After this, we end up getting the Street Profits in the worst segment yet. And then we get the Club versus Strowman and Seth, where Braun gets the win and the titles. And then they tease again that Braun keeps staring at the Universal title. And I think it's a shitty, shitty thing to do.
Yeah, I was. This is my number one on my bottom 5.
Yeah, this was like easily the
Like,
worst thing that happened
yeah.
this week.
I was like, this is stupid. You didn't need to get the tag titles involved. Giving them to the club
How
was
many fucking
great.
times do they keep doing this with
Yeah.
Seth?
Yeah.
They keep putting all the titles in one Seth fucking storyline, and then nothing happens to them. They never get defended properly because he's got everything fucking going on. Remember when the Shield had all the titles? And then who was the other side that had the titles? The Drew and Dolph? So it was one storyline that had both major titles and the tag titles. And so they kept doing 3-way matches where no one was ever defending any fucking titles. Like, I'm tired of seeing Seth with all this fucking gold.
A bunch of exposition ass fucking matches the rest of them.
Yeah.
No, I
And if he's that big, he doesn't need that shit.
no.
Fucking lay it
Well-
off. But the OC does.
The only thing I think it's leading to is Clash of Champions. Because all titles are defended, and the tag titles are going to be defended, and Braun's going to turn on Seth during that match. But it's so fucking predictable already. Whoever they're facing is going to be the new champions, and then it's going to lead into the title match, the Universal title match, where Seth's hurt, and
Wins.
Braun's
even though
going
he's
in there,
Pulling
yeah.
the fucking DDP gimmick.
yeah.
I really don't want Braun to turn. I want Braun to be a face because I like Braun.
I absolutely hate Braun. I want him to turn so bad.
I think a heel turn for him could be sick.
Yes.
They
I
tried it
think
before and it
Seth needs
failed.
it more.
Seth needs the 3-month-long break.
He needs to learn a new move. Fuck out.
It's the rat. Snake food.
Are we about to get murdered? Somebody breaking in?
No, just the rings of
Ziggy.
House Ziggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ziggy Funhouse.
I like the neighbors because I've let out like 4 and we haven't heard them.
What?
What did you just say?
I like what's going on outside because I've let out like 4 and you guys have been too distracted to notice that I've been.
And I've heard it a few times. I thought somebody was scratching a table.
Yeah, no, it's his fucking joints,
No,
as it were.
And it's his sphincter going.
Yeah. Just popping the old garden nose.
Crack my ass.
So yeah, I think it ends in a really shitty way. I think it really does the OC dirty in a world where they need it.
Well, it looks like they're just placeholders, and the only reason why they gave it to them is so that they would
Sign that fucking
extend
contract.
the contract and then take it away from them immediately. And
To two people who don't fucking need it
Yeah.
for any story.
yeah,
That
I
is
will say
strange.
that Gallows looked awesome with the face painted all like
Oh yeah.
blurred out. I was like, that looks
Dude,
fucking mean.
bad motherfucker. Let's just say that team needed it because of how much they've been losing over the past
Because
2
yeah,
years.
they were buried so bad.
So they needed it to establish we are top guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the top. We are champions and we're devastating. And that's how they prove it with a team that's been fucking bottom card this for how fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
Does Seth and Braun need to prove that they're a fucking force? Like, I don't think that them having... Okay, fucking God damn it, Clump. God.
With your facial hair when you burp, looks like a walrus.
Yeah, it's fucking... Gotta give him some chum. This fucking guy. Let's see. SmackDown Live opens up with RKO cutting a promo on Kofi being stupid. And then Kofi comes out and attacks him, and then goes to break his ankle with the old chair gimmick on the thing. And Revival saves Randy Orton. And that was an interesting thing, but
It's cool. I still don't see the Revival Orton connection. It's so weird.
Hashtag FTR
KO. I like that.
FTRKO.
But the thing I didn't like is that I think it was on Raw. It might have been on SmackDown when they talked about their boots.
oh yeah, this
Look at their boots and it's snakeskin, courtesy of Randy Orton. I was like, isn't that anti-Randy Orton?
Yeah.
Because they skinned a viper.
Yeah,
to
he
get
doesn't wear snake boots.
skin boots.
Yeah, but Jake always had snakeskin boots and had a goddamn snake all the time.
It's because Earthquake always killed the snakes and he
had to do something.
he didn't want to waste them.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
Damn it, Damien. You're a
Um,
good wallet now.
Yeah.
No.
After that, we get Shane and KO doing a backstage segment, which was okay,
Nah.
but nothing special.
I don't like the 2 sides of KO we're getting now, where it's this is the second coming of Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he's this like,
And then sorry.
yeah, and then he's like,
For Family
hey,
Man.
man to man, I really wish
guys
you'd like reduce.
Got fucking Heath Slater.
Yeah.
Stone Cold. Whoa, dude, that side of the glass was super fucking warm. What are you doing to it?
I know all this diaphragm talk.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling some of that, but it was done. Oh, it was done well on their part. Oh my god, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it alone. Why'd you take my glass? Give it back. What are you doing? I didn't even ask you for that.
It's yours.
You don't even fucking know, man.
No, I do. His had less condensation.
What are you trying to say about my dissertation?
You're cold-hearted,
I thought-
okay?
I thought mine was warm. This is cold.
Let's see. After that, we get Andrade versus Apollo for King of the Ring. Andrade gets the win with Zelina's help, in an otherwise decent match.
It was good. I liked it.
Um,
They both showcased, at least Apollo. Like, the only thing that got me is why do we have to see this again?
yeah,
One.
You know?
Again.
And
I think that's the other thing too. Is there are like 16 of the company's greatest talent,
yeah.
and then you look at the card and you're all like, half of this talent hasn't even been on TV in a
Yeah,
while.
Chad Gable. I
Shelton
love
Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin.
But
I'm
still,
a big Shelton fan.
his fucking stupid ass gimmick.
The promo he cut later with the sign was good.
He
but-
cut a promo. That
Well,
was Shelton's fucking promo
yeah.
where he tries to be like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
I talked shit about that in here too. I couldn't. Stand
I thought that was funny.
What
I get it, but
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? What's annoyed me with this is that one thing with King of the Rings or with these tournaments that you can do is create rivalries. It feels like so many of what we've seen have been like, yeah, we're just gonna extend this out. Like, no, we
one
don't.
more time.
Yeah, Paulo and Andrade was great before. Let's do this again. Do we need to?
Yeah.
What could be better? I think Andrade and Shelton Benjamin.
I do think that this King of the Ring tournament already. It's tough to say words sometimes.
Tongue twister.
This is really King of the Ring. I feel like this King of the Ring tournament already feels much more diluted than previous years, and I feel like by the end of it, we're gonna not feel like it was a King of the Ring tournament at all.
I feel like they're gonna not have another one. They're gonna be like, yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah, because you fucked it up.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. The thing that got me, and that was on my
Shit,
bottom.
my pants and now my underwear's dirty.
Was-
I'm never buying this brand again.
Was that they, for the past couple weeks, or maybe it was just a week, they pushed King of the Ring on Raw, King of the Ring on Raw.
Yeah.
In my head, it was, you have 3 hours of Raw, you don't know what to do with it, so you're putting a pay-per-view on a Monday.
Which is dope.
Yeah, which I was like, all right, this is great, this is awesome. And then immediately, Dolph versus Roman, and then Ricochet and Miz versus, and I was like, get to King of the Ring. And then there was 2 matches. I was like, this is stupid.
Well, especially after you had that goddamn Raw reunion, which I liked, but this would be great.
Yeah, they definitely had a lot of options there that they did not go with.
Cereal.
Is that what's been talking the whole time?
Siri the whole time. There's no one outside.
I thought it was the neighbors. I thought you were playing
Wait,
something.
is it
I had.
us?
Mine's not connected to it.
Oh, we've been hearing ourselves echo? I turned down the volume though.
I kept turning all my stuff down, and I was like, "Who is that?"
I thought
I went
producer was,
outside, glaring at the neighbors. Like
I thought producer was going outside to give someone some shit, and
I was about to.
What were you gonna do? What were you gonna say?
She was about to pull a razor
Yeah?
out. And I,
What were you gonna do?
Stop!
God!
You need a bathroom break.
Jesus Christ!
shots fired from the grassy
Don't make
knoll.
me do this, man. Don't make me do this.
No.
Don't make me
Screw you.
bubble something up. Someone give me a chicken wing. I've got a score to settle.
You guys need less food.
Just don't give him boiled eggs.
The fucking problem was I didn't have eggs and pepperoni today, so I got no fucking ammunition here. I'm being set up.
the reason I eat like shit is so I don't do this. I had healthy food today. This is what happened.
Healthy food doesn't.
No, healthy food makes you fart.
That's the worst thing to do for that.
I
Is
had,
healthy
I
food.
had Brussels sprouts and kale and
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
and
a
feta
fucking-
cheese.
Feta cheese.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Eat it.
That's what he said.
and cranberries, and like it was awesome. And this is what happens. So
I
this,
hope you fucking ordered it that way, you goddamn Neanderthal.
Can you give me something that makes me fart a lot?
No, can I get the salad with feta cheese?
I need extra feta on this salad. Something real high in fibery, maybe some pure protein on the top.
Yeah, bacon. There's bacon in it. And walnuts.
God damn it. Fucking scumbag.
You're all messing the show up.
No, I'm not messing up anything. I'm gonna get
You
it.
had Siri play. Stop.
Oops, I just scratched my pants.
That almost got bad. Retreat. Fall back. Fall back.
You gotta put the turtle's head back in the shell.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the cork out of the bottle for now.
Yeah,
A real warrior just goes for it and worries about consequences later.
No, that's not what I expected.
We don't negotiate with terrorists. But no, the King of the Ring would have been a fantastic 3-hour Raw. It would have been a fantastic 3-hour Raw and 2-hour SmackDown where we just did this,
yeah.
or even just have more matches. This kind of on both shows felt like Raw and SmackDown before like the changes.
Well,
So much segments.
yes, and that's the thing that pissed me off. Like I said, before it was, hey, King of the Ring on Raw, King of the Ring on Raw, and I'm like, oh shit, they're putting a pay-per-view on a Monday night, which is awesome. You know, I thought the whole King of the Ring was going to play out on Monday, and
Especially
as soon as
considering how many gauntlet matches they've had this year.
yeah, and as soon as
was the Raw just mostly a gauntlet match.
yeah, and as soon as Roman's music hit, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then it was them and Dolph, and I was like, all right, cool, let's get to King of the Ring. Come on, I'm excited. And then, you know, the tag match, and I told Marsh, I was like, I turned it off. I was so disappointed. I was like, I don't want to watch it right now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
this is
something else.
stupid.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
see,
gonna go feed the
after...
geese and-
Geese.
yeah, feed the geese. You don't watch Trailer Park Boys?
You don't have geese?
Feed the geese.
Let's see, after that we get Daniel Bryan and Rowan, who have someone hidden underneath a sheet,
Lucky.
saying they're the person who did all that stuff to Roman. And so, who could it be? After that, we get Elias doing 24/7 spot where he shows Drake the 24/7 rules are suspended again because he has a match later. Fucking stupid.
The only thing I thought was funny is when he told them to read the note.
He's joking them.
He's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you. But that was it. Then, you know.
You like the
outside-
dumbest shit.
You know, that was
It was my favorite part when
But-
Drake's like,
But that was the best part of the 24/7 title this entire week.
no,
was
I will
that.
say the best part of the 24/7 title this week is the Canellas that haven't been on TV in 2 weeks.
No.
3 maybe.
No.
That's the best part about it is they have been absent.
Yeah.
I hope they're all dead.
What about the baby?
Shit.
Sometimes in war, you have to have
Not
cash.
bothered.
And we're canceled.
Let's see. After that, we ended up with all that shit was stupid. But let's see. We get the moment of bliss where Charlotte comes out, saying she should be sitting on the throne instead of the chair. Moment style. By the way, I didn't bring this up last week, and I fucking meant to. As a bottom 5 or an honorable mention, maybe, was Charlotte doing the fucking Andrade pose in the ring. Don't toe that fucking line. Their relationship needs to stay completely off TV because it's not fucking important for their characters. And for her to be doing the whole fucking, it's like, fuck that. You've already fucking blown the woo. You can't hardly fucking strut. And now you want to take on Andrade shit too? Fucking focus on you. Just be you.
Well,
She needs a mask.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
Mask for each boob.
Honestly, like you bring up a good point. Is like,
What?
I
don't think I did.
well, what was I say? Like, not the
Wait, I
mask-
did? Wait, me?
Wait, what? Shit. But no,
You talking to me?
I've been like Charlotte's just been so
Charlotte?
weird and bad as a character of late. Where it's just like everything to, and I'm not a appearance guy, but I've said like she looks like she comes during, she looks off, like she looks something's wrong, like up, like something appears weird. You know what I mean? and her performance and how she's acting, it just why, so I'm kind of.
I think she looks fine. I think that she does an okay job. I don't agree. There's been tweets out there, Charlotte's the absolute best on the bike. No one's better. Or what was it? There was one out there. No one's better than Charlotte with a microphone. And then there was this big argument back and forth, like this person's just as good as that. And it was like, I'm not saying there aren't other people who aren't equally as good. I'm just saying that no one's superseding her necessarily. And I felt like I disagreed with that. I feel like she's been really weird and stale lately. Like, I don't know. I'm not buying her. I felt like when she had the feud with Sasha, she was much more believable heel. I feel like right now she's like being this real cartoonish heel right now, and I'm not really feeling it.
It feels really canned. It feels like, hey, we don't have much for you, but we need you to be Charlotte and be a heel. So go out there, say woo, be like really condescending, and it doesn't feel like she's investing in it. It doesn't feel like she gives a shit.
She doesn't right now, right? Because she's usually good at that.
Yes, but to me, I think it's that Charlotte hasn't gone up until Bayley. Charlotte hasn't gone up against a true face. Where Trish is the legend, and stuff like that. Whatever, that's a wash.
Not Becky.
But Becky's not a true face.
Becky was also overshining her on the mic.
Yes, it was. But Becky is also the Stone Cold, the badass on the thing. She hasn't gone up against the true,
Golden
look at me,
Steamboat
yeah.
face.
And I think that's what's gotten lost in translation. I think this with Bayley one-on-one will bring that out.
Well, I think that's because of the amount of booking they had prior to Bayley. Like when you've booked this someone as a heel at the top of the card so fucking much, with that them performing in that spot is annoying, you kind of have to knock them down. So they've had this weird placement where she's at the top, but she's not doing shit. It's just like it's
Biding your time.
It's like John Cena coming in. John Cena's not going to come at the bottom of the goddamn card. John Cena's going to be there. If John Cena were there every week right now, I don't know where I'd fit him in storylines, but sure enough, he's not going to be at the bottom of the card. So we're having her be in the spot where she's mid-card, upper mid-card, and you're like, she's going to be a badass. But we can't put her against the title because she's had like 3 years now of always...
That was my leg, I promise.
Always with titles or always... always with titles or always battling for titles. Always the heel, always this.
When she was a face, it was shitty, I thought. Yeah. So I was really excited to see her go back heel, and she was doing a decent job with it, but she was never outshining Becky, and then I guess she's had poor placement since then. But on this one, I thought Bayley came out and got a great crowd reaction.
I did too.
And then Charlotte was even saying, like, nobody likes you, and then Bayley just kind of looks towards the crowd, and she's like, and the crowd starts cheering for Bayley, and she's like, yeah. And I thought, how nice was that? Like, how cool for a face to be able to look at the crowd and be like, do you guys like me? And have them cheer. You know what I mean? Because you don't always get that.
Yeah, but I think with Charlotte being a heel, whenever she's in street clothes, she's always in black. Yes. She looks like a heel. Yeah. She needs to come out in all black ring gear all the time.
She comes out as pretty dark ring gear some of the time, but you're right.
But a lot of time it's green and blue and pink and purple.
Kind of a gold look
on
one.
And
pearl look.
She needs to come out, because the few times when she's come out in the all black, the black feathers and stuff like that.
Dark lips.
Yeah. And it's like, oh shit, like, this looks great. Yeah.
Fucking Maleficent.
And
what if she dyed her hair black?
I think I would like that, because I feel like one of the things that she's done that I think's hampered her has been whenever she comes at her near her appearance, the woo, I'm always thinking, I miss Rick.
Yes.
Well, and that's the problem. Why she will never change her hair to brunette or black.
Oh, because Flair.
Because of Flair. It's a Flair thing. That's a Flair trademark.
She could keep it blonde and do other things, though. She could definitely do other things with that blonde hair.
Makeup.
And just not do the woo, not do the ropes, not do
It wouldn't bother me, the woo, if she wasn't the worst person doing the woo.
Yeah, Rick
you know what I mean? Everyone else does a Ric Flair woo, and it sounds a little bit like, oh, it's a Ric Flair woo. She's tried to make the woo her own, and it sounds like this forced scream in someone's face. And where I think what made Ric Flair's woo so fucking endearing was
natural.
It like just came out of him. Like, you couldn't stop it. Like, he's like, I'm gonna, woo, like, and just freaking out. And you're like, wow, he's overcome by woo. he can't contain this shit.
It's
And
the
fucking
spirit.
Charlotte's just sitting there
Contain
talking
the
stuff,
woo.
and then she's like, woo! You're like, what?
I never get that. I always get this like woo. Like it comes off like I couldn't be fucking
Woo.
yes, I couldn't be
Yeah.
fucking bothered. Like,
Woo.
woo.
Like,
when
I would
she's-
prefer that. She was like, woo,
Yeah, like well, whenever she does it, like
woo.
woo. I never get it like I always get it like this. Like I have to do this, and
Yes.
if that's the case, own that shit. I'm a heel. All I have to do is this. I'm such a fucking heel. My family's so fucking goddamn evil that I just have to do this, and you know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so fucking famous. Watch this.
Yes.
Woo!
But own
and
that.
then the crowd goes, woo! And then she's like, see that, you bitch? What do you got? Ultimately, though, Bailey accepts the Charlotte challenge for her title and shoves Charlotte over in the chair. She lands on that fucking table, and the crowd pomps. And I thought, cool segment. That could have been worse for sure. I don't know if it was as,
Scripted.
I don't know. what
Charlotte
part
didn't look like she was ready to take that push.
She looked a little like, but she's
She-
been doing
she-
that a lot lately.
Yeah, but she got that push and her head snapped and she fell and
Yeah.
I was ready for her to come up and yell, Timmy!
Yeah.
Oh shit, she's not
Or,
getting up. Oh,
what is it?
shit.
Cinderella Baby?
Yeah.
Or Cinderella Man? Cinderella Baby.
I think of $1 Million Baby.
Yeah, $1 Million Baby.
That's it.
The Cinderella,
Cinderella
Baby.
Baby.
Christ.
Yeah.
Lost Baby.
Waterworld.
Baby Geniuses too.
That was also Kevin Costner. There you go. You did it.
Oh yeah, they brought it back around.
But I love
But-
Waterworld, by the way. This is one of the most shitted on movies. I liked it. Just throwing that out there.
Christ, no one's surprised. No one is surprised by that.
Did you also like The Postman?
No.
Stop finding out the shit movies he likes. I don't know. I was excited about it. The idea of an actual Bailey Charlotte thing. I think those are two people who can put in the time and actually make a great match out of it. And after seeing Bailey and Ember, which I thought was so fucking good, and I mean Charlotte had that point. Everyone's talking about Trish's last match and shit. And I said it on our review last week. No one's talking about Ember and Bailey, and I thought they were one of the best matches of the night as far as women were concerned.
Yeah, and I will say this, like I wasn't on the review show, but everyone's talking about Charlotte and Trish, and I thought it wasn't there. Not as much as people are talking about.
It was better
And
than I expected, but
It,
not
it
better
was
than Ember and Bailey.
no. I don't think it was. People were talking like it was match of the night, and I was like, I don't see that at all.
Remember what I said about NXT? I said Io and Candice was match of the night. That's why I sent you the Dave Meltzer things, because that was the highest scored one on the match. And I was like, oh shit. Meltzer also thought match of the night. I
Yeah.
gotta kill myself now. Meltzer's
Yeah, I was
an
gonna
idiot.
say you agree with Meltzer.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I fucked up.
I'll call you
Damn
maniac.
it.
But yeah, I
But
didn't
yeah,
think Trish and
I don't think it was match of the night like everyone made it out to be, you know, and I didn't understand why everyone kept talking about that. And I was like, it was good. It was better than expected, like you said, but it wasn't
Better than
holy
expected,
shit, this was great. I need to rewatch that. It was like, all right, that's good. See ya.
It was good, and it was. I think the wow factor was Trish has been so bad the last like 2 years that we've seen her pop in and out. That here she was putting on a solid match, and that in and of itself was mind blowing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the best reason to be into Mattress State's match of the night, because it wasn't as shit as expected. But I could see why people were being like, "Oh my god, did you see Trish? She had a good match." Like that was a shock.
But it was to me, it reminded me of Goldberg coming back. Like he
Yeah.
needed a solid performance.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
but
Could be a lot of that.
I feel like what's been happening is it's this attempt to bring these like dream matches that they create back, and we think of like when Hogan came back in 2003 and had these matches. The thing is, what we forget, WWE basically was like ignoring his existence in WCW. So it felt way longer than it was. He hasn't been in a WWE ring forever, but he maybe been off for about 2 years, and actually less than that because he wrestled in
TNA.
no,
That's true too.
What?
prior
No,
to his
before
coming
that.
back for like McMahon and
I think he was in TNA for that stint.
no
Was it after that?
No, he was in other weirder companies. He actually tried to found a company, XWF.
XWF? I think it
Yes.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, and it did not go well. But he tried to create companies. Yeah, and he
He wasn't FWW.
Was he the champion?
FWWF.
no, but he had a really good match with Kurt Hennig. It's actually on one of like Hulk's DVDs of best matches. It's him with Kurt Hennig, and it's like XWF.
Was that like a year before he died or some shit?
Yeah.
That had to be.
It was right before Kurt Hennig went to TNA. Hogan went to TNA later.
He made it to TNA.
Yeah, very early on.
Did he
When
die
was-
while he was in TNA? Is that
Yeah,
what you do?
NWA TNA. Yeah, but
Damn.
Hogan, everyone's like, oh, it's been so long, but no, it really wasn't. He'd been doing matches and been serviceable, but I think that's something we apply to these.
Tears in my whiskey, Scotch.
It's not Scotch, it's Canadian.
Mine.
Well done. Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing to do is just make Kevin laugh.
You
That
wanted
sounds great.
to clink so bad. It was just flesh on flesh.
Ew.
Fucking ridiculous.
What's the next match?
After that, we get Roman going up to Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy.
Buddy.
And he goes on and on about how Buddy lied to him. But Roman beat the shit out of him and made him say anything he could, so Roman sounds like a fucking idiot. And then David Ortunga went on to talk about how much of a fucking idiot Roman sounded like for like 20 minutes. I was like, you're goddamn right, David Ortunga. You're a fucking lawyer. I'm a lawyer.
I absolutely hated Ortunga on
I
SmackDown.
felt like Otunga was trying to be Corey.
Yeah.
He was
trying to be Star Jones.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
So-
oh.
Bust a goddamn
I-
Star Jones reference.
I talked to a bunch of my lawyer friends, and Daniel Bryan went after this and investigated this himself, and I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah, that was so funny.
This is
It was
beyond
so
stupid.
horrible. I was texting my lawyer friends. Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Your lawyer friends. Because my friends are lawyers. But yeah, I thought Roman
On
sounded
the
like a
red
fucking idiot.
carpet.
Why would you lie to me? I don't know, because maybe you were kicking me in the fucking balls and slamming my head against the wall until I told you anything I could think of to make you stop doing that fucking thing. Maybe that's why I would have said anything at all to make you stop caving my fucking face in for shit I don't know about.
You
Also-
pass me? Okay, I got one more.
Do you want
If I was a person who was like the last legal thing I was involved in that people are aware of.
shit.
Well,
Your family's got quite a history here.
no. I'm not talking about my family and things. But for David Otunga, the last legal thing he's been involved in was his divorce from Jennifer Hudson, where he's accused of like abuse. I wouldn't maybe use.
Accused.
I wouldn't maybe do. He got actually.
I didn't know they got divorced.
I didn't know
He
they
got
got
arrested too, actually, for like he not like jail, but he got arrested for abuse.
That's good.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't be like my lawyer friends. Are these people you went to law school with? Did I forget?
people
that you
who
went to-
defended
Yes, because I forgot that you went to law school.
Were they-
or is this the people
My
who defended
personal
you?
injury lawyer.
Yeah. Were
My
they
divorce
public
attorney-
defendants?
My divorce attorney.
Yeah, ice me too, please.
My divorce attorney, who's very good and got me off of
Hey.
quite a few things.
I guess you're just handing them off. One more, please.
If it weren't for my lawyer friends, I would definitely be up Schitt's Creek.
I am.
And they told me Daniel Bryan's a badass. So I don't know. I thought Roman looked like an idiot there. Let's see. After that, we get Daniel Bryan versus Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy.
Buddy.
Buddy, guy.
Every time I hear Buddy Murphy, it reminds me of Elf.
Really reminds me of Charlie Murphy.
I think South Park.
What?
I ain't your buddy guy. I ain't your guy friend. I ain't your friend buddy.
All right. Well, it was a good match.
Producer.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Seriously?
Sorry, producer.
Wow, dude, she just shit on
You're
you. man.
fired.
She's mean to you. I would never be that mean to
Oh,
you.
no, sorry, I was looking at something. Sorry.
I don't buy that.
Oh, it's Ricochet's abs.
Seriously. There's
Seriously.
like 30 of them.
Yeah.
It was a really good match, though. Buddy versus Daniel Bryan.
I will say, seeing Buddy versus Daniel Bryan is I've liked Buddy in 205. I was like, all right, cool. You know, he's big. But seeing him against
No,
Roman,
he's small. That's why he's on 205.
yeah. But seeing him against Roman and Daniel Bryan, looking against Daniel Bryan, he looked
He looked huge.
fucking huge. And I was like, I'm glad he got the win. That was great. But it was like, yeah, if they were in a fist fight, the money's on Buddy.
Someone tweeted out, they said, Daniel Bryan's Christmas card list must be real big this year. It goes after relaunching the careers of Kofi, Ali, Rowan, Buddy Murphy, and
Roman.
I don't remember the last one. Someone else he went over him. Maybe it was Heavy Machinery or something. But I don't know. It was somebody. But he's like, this Christmas card list must be pretty big because when you think about it, yeah, he put these people over, and then that was it. That was their defining moment, was beating Daniel Bryan and these things so far. I mean, thus far, Eric Rowan joining Daniel Bryan has been the best thing for Rowan's career. Beating or even losing to Daniel Bryan was the best thing for Kofi's career. And then Ali and Daniel Bryan had their thing. Everyone's talking about Ali getting kicked in the face. And then Buddy Murphy just had this huge fucking match, and he gets the win, and everyone's talking about fucking look how good Buddy Murphy looks. And it's like, Daniel Bryan might be a star maker, for sure.
Daniel Bryan could be the Bret Hart.
I think it's Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens is the new Bret
Oh,
Hart.
yeah, god damn it. Also, he's Canadian, so automatically moves up
Oh my god, stop that shit. That's racist. That's horribly racist.
a little bit.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
With all the little
Never flapping heads full of lies.
blame Canada, blame Canada.
Hey Siri, play Blame Canada.
Yeah.
Why are you biting that?
Hey Siri, line him up.
Hey Siri, crank it up.
I don't think this is the one from the movie.
Hey Siri, turn it up to 80.
Somebody on a piano playing
Ugh. Hey Siri, you're fired. Oh, you fucking bitch. Hey Siri, stop. Stop. Hey Siri, stop. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, off.
Oh my god. Get up there and punch it. Hey Siri!
Hey Siri, off. Oh my god.
Touch it on the top.
Hey Siri.
Touch it on the top. Fuck. God damn it.
Such a bitch.
I love how,
She's a goddamn bitch.
Can I have a color green up?
Right over it.
I love how your phone went off.
My phone kept talking to me.
Touch it on the top.
Blame Canada.
Aggressively, I'll touch it on the top. Can I have a period?
This is why we drink. I couldn't get through this show with that fucking whore on the other side of the room. Whore pod.
Wait, you have earlier.
I'm like midway through it.
Oh, I thought you just asked for one.
What?
He did.
Yeah.
He's a glutton.
Fucking water.
All right. So then they go to the back and hey, Buddy Murphy, you just won. Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy.
And like, you just won. How do you feel? Well, what do you think? And Kyla Braxton, for the first time ever, actually looks surprised by something. When fucking all that shit was falling, Roman, oh my god, Roman,
Stop.
look out! Oh, what? Oh, watch out, Roman! Oh no! Oh, could that have happened
Roman.
to Roman? That's what she's fucking saying. And then this
Roman.
time she's like, "Wah!" and sprints off, and then fucking Daniel Bryan and Rowan out of nowhere beats the shit out of Buddy. Buddy Murphy.
Which one of you did that in the middle of it?
What's up?
I heard the noise.
No, it just happens, man. It's from all over the place.
I didn't shit myself. Is that what your question?
I heard like a. Also, Stackhouse says the AI is taking over.
Yeah, it takes over.
Stackhouse still with us?
Yeah, he is.
Stackhouse, you
Yeah.
Stackhouse is the dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Stackhouse.
Number one. Number one.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. During the show, I didn't
'Cause
mark
in
every
general
time because they
pop,
kept
you got
doing it, but they kept cutting to Roman and Daniel Bryan and the guy locked up in the room with a sheet over his head. They kept going back and forth to it, and it was making me less and less cared about it. What the fuck are you doing over there?
There's Klansmen in the room?
Yes!
Okay.
That's why they put him in black.
Oh, God.
Because it'd be racist if he used white.
It would be.
Yeah.
This guy in the room with the sheet over his head.
Especially that weird motherfucker that they unveiled.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I don't feel like this is the first time we've had this happen, sir.
After that, we end up with Revival versus Heavy Machinery, which was a really slow match with no stakes at all, and Revival gets the win. They're both also pulling the DDP gimmick with the taped up ribs. And I just didn't understand the point of this or why it was happening. And again, here's one more match, not King of the Ring, that I don't know why is happening.
Well, and the only positive is I'm happy we're seeing Heavy Machinery again. But
Yes. They should be back in the
But I
conversation.
think that's the only reason, is to put Heavy Machinery on TV.
Like-
was the only reason.
Well, at least we didn't see Viking Raiders against some fucking jobbers this week.
Why don't we have Viking Raiders versus Heavy Machinery in a series? That would be cool.
Ooh. Best 9 out of 7.
Best 9 out of 6.
My math was never good.
Yeah. I ain't doing math, but I eat steaks, and I sure do shake.
Collar.
The worst part of that fucking new gimmick is the blue collar. I'm like, what? They're just big. Why is that make them blue collar?
Because we're denim, you fuck!
So do
They're-
I.
That's our point, I guess.
Don't assault the table.
After that, we get Chad Gable doing a super bland promo where in the back, Shelton Benjamin is pretending he's a cartoon and puts up a "You must be this height to enter King of the Ring," and he's like, like a fucking
like the cat. What was that cat cartoon?
yeah.
He likes to, yeah. Oh, Dastardly and Muttley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dastardly.
Why you knew both was fucked up. You didn't
Muttley
even
is-
fucking look at it. You didn't even Google for a second. Oh my god. You don't have kids.
It's also like a 40-year-old cartoon that I'm sure doesn't play anymore. So I don't need,
It's just like an uncle story waiting to happen.
No, I'm like Dash. I remember Wacky Races because it played like it was an old cartoon when I was a kid.
Fucking wacky races, he says.
Racist, not racist.
Either way. I want to get political, but wacky racist does sound like
That doesn't sound like an amazing.
a political satire waiting to
I thought
happen.
that's what you said. The wacky.
Yeah,
racist.
the wacky racist. It's kind of like that old cartoon.
Whose yard is he gonna burn a cross in today?
Yeah. Remember that? That's My Bush show on Comedy Central. That's what that was. Wacky racist. What?
Cheney.
I'm sorry, Stackhouse. I appreciate all you've done for us.
Yeah, you've done more than me.
Let's see. After that, we get Ms. TV. With Sami Zayn. I always want to start the show kind of like that, but I don't think I could do it. Because I'm always all like, I'm about to go to the most talked about Twitch.
The most watched talking.
Twitch.tv is wrestling. Remember on the drinks. And
Carry the one and
I just become Bill Cosby halfway through. It's fucking over.
get the pudding
Remember
pops.
the murder put down.
How'd your wives?
Haji wife.
He said, hide your wives, man.
Because he becomes Bill Cosby midway through.
It's not, he wasn't the one who said that.
I thought he liked the children.
No, he didn't. He like
No, he just drugged adult women.
Yeah,
No.
he's a monster, not
He was
a
noble.
different type of monster. Yeah.
Noble in his own right.
God damn.
Different kind of fiend.
You could just hear like Twitch like, is there a way to burn out cameras from our website?
Follow the pudding pop.
Let me
Let me in.
Enos, let me in.
Let me in. That's it. We're canceled. There's no way we're not canceled, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's
I don't
it.
know. We've done a lot of
We've got like 4 viewers. It's all us, and we're all gonna tune out.
Yeah.
Like we're all just like, I'm not even gonna be viewing.
Report.
Yeah, report. Did we just
Yeah.
report? Everyone reported ourselves. Damn it!
Yeah, I think to be canceled, you first have to be viewed. So I don't think.
Fucking producer.
Wow.
That's our fucking producer, man.
Oh, I can't take heat.
This is what. Oh, fucking.
Only on Sunday nights.
Oh, let me see.
That was sad. That was sad.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Rest in peace.
So Miz TV comes out with Sami Zayn, who won at the time on a thing, and Sami talks some shit to Miz. That was awesome. And then Sami brings out Shinsuke Nakamura for sort of a translator manager type gig for Shinsuke. And I thought, but that could be great because these guys do have a long history together. I know they're trying to play it off like they became friends in Dallas and NXT when Sami kind of like passed the torch over to Shinsuke for you should lead this NXT Revolution that Shinsuke was kind of the forefront of after Balor left. But realistically, they worked together for years prior to that in Japan. So they've known each other for quite some time. And the nickname Shin, supposedly, and I heard this years ago, like 2 years ago, not like it's crazy, like, oh, back in my fucking day. Like 2
Back
years
in
ago or so.
1998.
Back when I was reading old dirt sheets from Milton.
He needs to be saying that.
Supposedly, Sammy's the one who came up with the nickname Shin. And now everyone calls him Shin. That was a Sami Zayn thing that occurred in Japan as their friendship blossomed and bloomed like a flower.
Like a lotus. We need more clouds up in the corner.
Oh, I can make kind of cloud lighting happen. It's a sunset. It's a flower. A flower in the sunset. A little flower. A little blossom of friendship in Japan.
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 Sorry, guys. We're doing a thing. Japan. Okay, so I do think Sami and Shinsuke could be an incredible pairing, and it does look interesting already and seems very fun. They even had a little promo they cut for WWE Japan that I even retweeted out at Ref Marsh on Twitter.
old Twit
It was
machine.
pretty cool. I was actually surprised. I got the impression a while back that Shinsuke spoke some Japanese, and I'm starting to think that's actually not true. Because he didn't use any in any of these things.
The Shinsuke or Sammy?
Sammy.
You said Shinsuke.
Shinsuke?
Yeah.
I'm also led to believe that Shinsuke speaks some Japanese.
I was gonna say,
I was.
I don't know what your sources are, but I believe he does. Just
I was very confused.
At a
Yeah,
remedial
from the
level.
outside looking in, I would say Shinsuke likely speaks the Japanese language.
Yeah.
This is not from insider information.
Oh, my only thoughts.
Purely speculative opinion. Let me be clear.
no. But you don't think Sammy speaks
was-
Japanese?
I don't think he does. I thought he did. I thought he did learn some Japanese while he was out there.
I think it'd be funny if he spoke Japanese like he spoke Spanish. He's El Generico.
That'd be good.
He spoke 4 words. Si, ole, and like 3, like just like
It would
counting.
have been even better if he spoke Spanish to Shinsuke.
Or he does speak fluent Arabic.
He does,
Yeah.
but
No.
easy.
Yeah. They're not in Saudi Arabia yet.
Yeah, we don't. What was the one that Rusev and Sheamus were in? What was that faction?
Oh, League of Nations.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah. It never goes well anymore.
Yeah. After that, we got KO and Shane
Were they-
again.
The Allied Power.
Although I am really excited though for Sami and Shinsuke as a pairing. I'm
I
curious to
am
see
too.
what
I
happens.
am. I like it. I wish Sammy would be the voice of other mutes, Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns.
I think Sami is so good on the mic that
Yeah, but I think he can propel those tards to.
I don't know if he
something
could
else.
propel the. I don't know if he could.
Sorry for saying tards. I don't mean that.
I thought you said turd, but you could have just hung with it because you pronounced it weird. But it's,
Ooh, yeah, he said turds.
yeah, turds.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said.
I was gonna say
didn't
because one
wanna-
of those turds is really big and hard to flush, and that's Roman. I don't know if he could make Roman work.
But this is
I
why.
am not a nugget.
But this is when Roman turns heel. It needs to happen.
Right, but at the same time, I think that Shinsuke and Sami actually have very similar characters in their own
No, I do.
right.
I do.
So I think that Sami could really propel Shinsuke, and I think they're
It's
going to
like-
work together so well.
Yeah, it's like Michael Jackson, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, the
100%.
teaming there is just
There's
supple
natural-
and genuine.
There's natural chemistry
Firm.
between the two.
What are you talking about?
You never
Name
heard,
a better pair.
You've never heard that Shinsuke models after Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he does the dances and stuff. So what are you getting weird?
Yeah, he does. That just sounds so much like my parents comparing. Yeah, he does the
Shinsuke.
dances and stuff. He's like,
this bitch.
That Siri's a fucking whore!
Hey Siri, click
The neighbor's gonna get mad for me calling it a whore pod all week.
Jackson now playing.
Oh, it sounds like Clump.
That's Sammy's knees
Let's just
or
compare.
shoulders.
No, it's Shinsuke coming in.
You
Oh,
need the
yeah.
violin.
I love 80s music when they don't cut out all the other shit to the song. We just play the song. I don't need to hear the fucking.
Woo!
Easy, Charlotte.
Woo!
Nixon
Punch
from
you in the face again.
You're doing it wrong.
Fucking partying.
So,
Shinsuke!
Shinsuke, now come out. What the fuck was that about? I thought you shut that shit down.
When I said
I thought you
Shinsuke,
turned it on.
when I said
No.
Shinsuke, did it think it said Siri?
Maybe quit saying Shinsuke.
Shinsuke, Shinsuke, I can't move out the name.
Easy, Otis.
We're in California, folks.
Watch the set.
We're like the Amazon here. We're on fire. We lost our last viewer.
Yeah.
Stackhouse just sends a message. Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Nice run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send my own reference. I'm doing a Jeffrey Epstein out here.
Yeah. Oh. I'm excited for them as a pairing. I think it's gonna be great. Let's see. After that, we got KO and Shane. Shane tells KO if he hits a ref again, he's going to be fired. After that, we get Elias versus KO for King of the Ring. Shane comes out, sits ringside, eventually reveals he's the ref, sends out the ref, and does a super fast 3 count so Elias can get the win. I was a little surprised by this, but not after the moment that Shane's like, well, you hit an official, and if you ever do that again, you're fired. I was like, fuck, he's going to fuck up the match. And
Yeah.
now my
100%.
bracket's screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. I was like, no, can I change? Real quick?
I did do the thing, and I'll show you what I did, and you can maybe do it too, but it was like a, obviously the bracket is what it is, but it was kind of like a revised with this person out, here's what I would think kind of a deal, and just kind of
After-
keep it going, yeah.
After the initial round.
Yeah, and I
not
put like
the
a-
first round. What was it called?
What was the first round?
The
It used to be-
qualifying matches.
It used to be qualifying matches,
Yeah.
but this is it now. So I put like a red line through the one
This
I
is
did,
the-
put the person who won it in like a red,
Yeah, this
and
is
then I
the
put what I
playing
think,
games.
yeah. I'll show you what I did, and I think that it'd be worth putting out again because it's like,
Nah, I don't
all right,
care.
things have
Fucked it
changed.
up.
Yeah, was it going to be like?
It was KO and
Sammy?
Samoa in the finals.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be KO and Sammy for the finals, and you're like, well, fuck, nowhere near
I
this.
quit.
But
I'm done watching for a few weeks, guys. I'm just gonna.
the match in and of itself wasn't bad, but it was a little
I'm just.
weird.
I thought from the beginning that there was going to be a 24/7 thing going on, but since they pulled out the stupid fucking letter, cease and desist,
Yeah.
it was dumb. Like as soon as they did that, I was like, oh, Elias is going
Stupid.
letter.
What? So
What's the-
every week we talk about this. We talk about how I'm not a fan of Shane and how it's a. You say, well, that's how it's designed. At what point is it going to be stupid? Where it's just okay. This
No,
is fucking.
it's been stupid.
But where it's like, okay, I'm done with this. You can do something different.
No, it's been that.
Yeah, that's.
I
where-
thought SummerSlam was it done, move on,
Yeah, peace out
and
for a
then
bit.
and then this it was like, why?
And then the idea of KO being the next Stone Cold. How about after SummerSlam, rather than Stone Cold go out there and talk about how fucking fantastic Seth Rollins is to promote a show? How about Stone Cold comes out this week and
Just
supports?
KO was screwed and shit.
Yeah, have him come out and be like, or have KO have that like big old fine thing, and Stone Cold says, "I got you," and cover it.
Oh yeah, I'll cover that
Yes, something like that.
with my USA money.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
gets out, people are like, oh,
I'll
that's
straight
awesome.
up cover that.
Mhm. There's other options. This is bullshit.
Or if he just was all like KO, I wouldn't stand for that.
Yeah.
And just left it at that, and then KO starts fucking stunning motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Or Stone Cold stuns
Yeah.
Shane.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean,
Chills.
have
Goosebumps.
Ooh.
KO then Stone Cold
Goosebumps.
Stun Shane.
Goose pimples.
Share a beer in the ring. Boom.
What, Nori?
Have Stone Cold then or KO then Stone Cold Stun Shane. Share a beer in the ring.
You want them to share a beer?
Yeah. Well,
Stone Cold. and
not like a
KO.
physical beer, not two straws like Lady Trump, but like plate
Oh,
beers.
okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a milkshake. I was like,
My milkshake brings on the north.
yeah,
Metaphorically.
like a metaphorically beer.
Yeah.
They're both like,
Not the same. Don't put your lips on it. It won't backwash.
It'd be great if Stone Cold had like a Coors Light and KO had a Labatt's.
That'd be good.
Molson.
I wasn't super excited about it, but ultimately, King of the Ring storyline and all of that. I think that KO doesn't need King of the Ring to be big. No, so here's one of the dumb shits I read in the old dirt sheets. They're all like, reason King of the Ring came back revealed. Can you guess what this shit was?
Xavier Woods.
Eh, no, it wasn't.
I don't know. I like the promo he cut.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see this
I've
video?
been the one where he kept saying, I've been participating, protesting King of the Ring. There you go. Something like that.
Well, he put out a video where it showed a collection of videos over the last several years where every time it came up, there were people like, what's your favorite thing? He's like, oh, King of the Ring. King of the Ring is my favorite part. If I could ever bring back King of the Ring, I want to be in King of the Ring. So it was like this whole thing where he's been talking about it for years, and it happened. He goes, how am I not in this?
Yeah. I didn't see the montage before that, but I saw the how am I not in this and
Yeah.
why.
Did
It
you-
should have been me.
Yeah.
Should have been me.
Give me what I want. 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 King of the Ring. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
He was
Easy,
slobbery.
Max.
He was slobbery.
Oh.
Can you guess why they might have brought back the big dirt sheet rumors and why they brought back King of the Ring?
Brought King of the Ring to.
I originally thought it was a Harley Race tribute.
That would have been smart.
Yeah.
See, that's logical.
Yeah, but they didn't talk about him at all.
No.
Well, I mean, a little bit.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
Metal
Oh,
Soul brought him
yeah.
up.
That's logical. That's why.
You spattered?
I Batista on my screen
bit.
here.
I'm gonna guess that they did this so that we could have Shane win it.
Okay, so the dirt sheets. You're an idiot.
Well,
The
I'm
dirt
saying-
sheet.
no,
No, stop.
Well,
You're
see,
making it
well,
worse.
no. I thought the same thing. Because I thought, why isn't the best in the world in King of the Ring?
Best in the world.
And then you have somebody else, King of the Ring.
Watch your fucking fingers.
Like, that could have been good.
Yeah. At the same time, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Where there's like best and ringer at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so you do King of the Ring. I'm gonna do best in the world. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
King
Best in the world.
You're getting evicted tonight.
We're out. We're out. Finale.
Should have put your gun in hand when you did that.
Oh, I felt it. So, the big dirt sheets, the big rumor mills, this was what they said. I shit you not. Rumor has it, from an inside source, they brought back King of the Ring to put over a new talent.
Who?
Get the fuck out of here! Of course they brought it back for someone to go over, you fucking dweebs!
But they said a new talent.
Someone who's not on top already. So anybody who's in the fucking 16
Benjamin's
brackets.
going all the way.
Shelton Benjamin.
Yes!
Chad Gable's here!
But I thought, how fucking stupid! That's your
PE
big fucking
teacher.
reveal. Is that they brought it back to bring to put up a
To
talent?
push somebody.
Exactly. They said to push a talent, and I was like, you didn't fucking say who or why or any like fuck out of here. Why do people read this shit? Why do I read this shit?
So we can talk shit about
So
it. on
literally,
our
we
show.
could create our own blog where we just say like, why are they doing this, and put it in the most broad terms, and we'll be badasses.
Yeah, we got to just start one just called from the outside looking.
I'm going out on a limb here, guys. King of the Ring will be won by a male.
Oh my god.
Shit.
There's
You,
no
you heard
fucking
it here
way.
first.
NXT's going on Wednesdays. to compete with AEW
No shit.
Whoa.
to gain
Oh,
viewers.
gosh.
To gain viewers.
Whoa.
No one's trying to gain viewers. Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Just hard. These are the deep cuts that you want me to lay out.
This is the highlight show right
Yeah,
here.
this is-
Most championship matches will involve the championship title.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
You're
my
kidding me.
fucking. Moving forward.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Now moving forward.
Statistically, there is a 50-50 chance, typically in a title match, of the title holder retaining the belt. Statistically.
Half a chance of losing? Fuck me, man.
There's a whole other chance than most
Champion's
people have.
advantage, man. Champion's advantage.
There's a 75% chance.
Run away from the table.
Run away. Run away. Just run.
There's a 100% chance anytime Hulk Hogan's involved in a match that there's going to be rumors that he did backstage politicking to maintain his status.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Bullshit.
Don't buy
Hey,
it.
Hulk is Hulk.
Hulk lives for the business. No. No.
But you
100%.
know, I think kayfabe news is fantastic because they go to the
Oh.
oniony part.
Yeah.
But I think you could just do the same thing where it'd be another like even better satire. Where just like, so the reason they did this was just like cut off the line. That's it. And like,
Yeah.
The
Well,
reason that
it's-
Shane went over is because they wanted him to win the match.
Yeah.
No.
But it's like the John Madden on Monday Night Footballs back in the day. He's like, who do you think's gonna win? The team that scores the most points.
well, you gotta
Okay.
do it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
For your
Well,
insights,
the-
all
the-
your
the
years of
tournament-
experience have really turned up nicely.
You won how many fucking Super Bowls and you're doing this shit? God damn it, Madden.
Stick to video games.
How many championships does Madden win? As a coach?
I think you won 2.
2?
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 or 3.
How many as a player? Was he ever a player, right?
Nope.
He was never a player?
Nope.
Butkus was a player, right?
Yeah. Dick.
Dick Butkus.
Dude. God damn it.
he said Dick Bucket.
There's also a player named Rusty Guns. It
Well,
was.
that's fucking true. None of that's goddamn true. Oh, you know, my dad was moving out. He found a bunch of old stuff. He found an autograph to me from Rolly Fingers.
Oh, they're all Rolly.
Yeah, how nice is that?
The
Rolly
the
Fingers.
stash. Rolly fingers.
How's your mother? The very last segment on SmackDown was Roman and Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan in the back where they said, "We're going to reveal to you who we've kidnapped all this time." I don't know why someone wouldn't have tried to intervene. What was such an obvious kidnapping?
Well, I don't understand. First of all, before that, how many times they showed the guy in the back with 2 chairs,
Hugging them.
and he's not handcuffed or
No.
anything. No one's locked the door. He could have just like, been
Nope.
like,
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah,
100%.
I'm out. Yeah,
Dude's just a fan.
yeah.
They reveal a schmo not unlike Clump with a long red beard unlike Clump. Actually, let us know if you want us to be
Shave the clump.
shave the Clump. What day
So
is it?
you're gonna need a lot of razors.
Never mind, I'll do this off air. So it's some random schmo with a dyed red beard and a bald head with a receding hairline, kind of like the old little doohickey around the old horseshoe.
The
And
Arn
so-
Anderson.
Yeah, the old Arn. And so then it's the whole like, oh, couldn't you see why Buddy would have thought it was Rowan when it wasn't? Ew.
See this and
Not
this.
as compelling as I thought.
This pissed me off so bad. I wanted it to be Harper so
I
bad.
thought you were pulling your hat off because you also it was gonna be a comment about hair because I was like I understand.
Yeah, he just doesn't got a fucking mohawk that's
This
all
is
fucking
bald.
boss.
This is Harris.
Yeah.
This is heresy.
But I wanted it to be Harper so bad
Yeah.
because Buddy Murphy could have been like, oh, I get them confused all the time. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Now, here's the other cool thing. If it was Harper, and then Roman looks at them, and then looks over at Rowan, and then they all attack Roman.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was expecting.
Fucking
I
sick.
I thought it was going to be an ambush. I was like, yes, they're all going to beat the shit out of Roman. Instead, it was an awkward.
Hit him with a
like,
brick! Hit him with a brick!
Producer was hoping it was Mojo Rawley.
Let's go, Mojo!
So WWE, why aren't you paying us?
On this show, we love Mojo Rawley. For anyone who's listening, love Mojo. Good guy, Mojo.
Dean.
Mojo Rawley.
Dean. I love Dean.
Milenko?
Mojo.
Oh, Mojo Dean. Dean Mojo. The old Iron Sheik gimmick. Did you get the shirt?
Yeah, I got
Have
the
you framed it?
No, not yet.
Let me help you out with that. I'll get a similar one of the. I think the way that we did the Lawler would look good for that one.
Yeah, oh yeah. I just want the Cardinals logo with the thing.
Yeah.
I just want him to sign it as Mojo because he didn't sign it as Mojo.
Signed it as Dean.
Yeah,
Matuto.
yeah. I'm getting him.
So you get him to sign it again.
He's
a
put,
good dude.
but he put Iron Sheik on it.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I met him. He was a really cool dude. Super cool. I felt like I could have had a beer with him in half a second. If I were to have beers on me to do let's drink a beer together,
What is
would
it?
have happened.
I call it bullshit. You can't drink a beer in half a second.
No, in half a second he would have started a beer with me.
Yeah, I
He
understand
could have
that.
drank a beer in half a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, have you seen his build?
Oh, can you imagine though if I was like, dude, let's have a beer together? And he's like, fine.
Done.
See ya.
He just shotguns it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he
out.
said a long history of
He
alcohol.
legit stabs it.
Producer would like to note that
Gronk told me that.
you didn't just randomly start speaking to him. You started drooling over him, and as he's walking up,
That was the first time I met him, not the second time.
Oh, I see. My bad.
Slob on the
When I met him at
block.
Toy Con, it was much
Icon.
different. Different
Oh,
scenario, different
wow.
gimmick.
All right.
I need 2 more cubes. 2 cubes. Dose cubes.
Never mind. I was going to mention the time that you were drooling.
Go ahead, tell him the story while I get some drink.
Okay, well, Marsh here,
Polar
Ref
leg, I
Marsh,
guess.
was drooling over Mojo Rawley and his
Physique.
physique.
Throbbing arms.
And as he's coming up towards us, I just started laughing. And he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up? What's
No,
so
good.
funny?" And I was
Give me a
like,
splash.
like, man, he is just
And a
drooling
cube,
over
please.
you.
No.
And he
I need a
thought,
last
"Yes, I do." He was cracking up.
Yeah, he was laughing. I turn around and I see him laughing and look at Michelle and go, what? What's going on? What's funny?
Who's Michelle?
Oh.
Who?
What the fuck are you doing like that for? Don't. What do you like? Why is it
You
gonna be
forgot
like
to
that?
cut the balls while you do that.
Yeah, the way you did it, like, I thought you were gonna.
I didn't
drop
have it
the
way
whole thing.
down. I was like, here. It was like. Fine. Let's drink like you think I drink.
Oh no.
What are we on a map?
He just chipped his throat. But that's how they ended SmackDown Live.
His throat.
Yeah. He chipped his throat. He's Aleister Black.
Who wasn't on TV this week? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hey.
Yo, so Aleister Black, since we're doing SmackDown Live and fuck that shit, Raw and SmackDown this week were below par with high points. And that's kind of how I saw it. There was a few moments in there where I was like, I'm really happy I saw this, really happy I saw that, and a lot of fucking throwaway. Yeah. But he was not on the old television. He was
The boob tube?
on Twitter. And he was talking about how people have been deciphering who his next opponent's going to be based off of his promos and shit. And all I could think was, I don't give a shit who your next opponent is. I give a shit that your character is locking himself in a fucking closet and begging for a match instead of going... Like every fucking buddy else who just walks up to Shane and say, give me a fucking title match. And he goes, I don't give a shit. Go for it.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking locked in a closet waiting for anybody to walk
Go
in?
to
Yes.
Kofi. I want to
And-
fight Kofi.
Well,
Good.
see, I think the biggest thing would be WWE creative. Listen to me right now.
Listen up. It's class time.
Sammy versus Aleister Black in the King of the Ring qualifying matches.
Oh shit. Testify.
We're not bailifying this shit.
Oh, never mind.
So, anyways, Sammy walks in the back, finds the closet that Aleister locked himself in, and puts a padlock on it, and runs out to the ring, starts the match. And Aleister's over there, "Arr, let me out.
Pulling the old Goldberg.
Yeah. Pick a fight with me. Let me out."
Me coming out
You
with
know-
concussion and fucking up the entire
Yeah.
match.
But you know what I mean? Like, doing something like that.
Yeah.
And then Sammy's over there being like, he's not here, count. And then
Yeah.
count him out.
Yeah, it'd be great.
You know,
Be amazing.
it would lead beyond King of the Ring to a feud with Sammy and Aleister. And I'm just throwing Sammy out there just because
He's amazing.
he's a heel that would pull this type of thing.
Although I think the build should be really to Aleister and Shinsuke. Aleister Shinsuke,
Yeah.
I think, could fucking wreck the world
Oh,
in
yeah.
a great match.
But if they did something
But if
like
you went through
that,
Sammy to get to Shinsuke,
yeah. But if they did something to that effect, it would have hit hard the point of King of the Ring and why is Alistair locking himself in the closet?
And a fucking competitive nature environment.
Yeah.
This whole like I mean,
Hey, we're supposed to be going after the same titles, and I'm locking myself up. You find me. Why? When I can bypass you and get to
yeah, and the
said
title's
goal.
meant to be. I mean, I just think back at NWA and the 10 pounds of gold and Ric Flair with this title gives me this lifestyle. I make so much money as champion, I can live this way. And the winner's purse and the prize fighter Kevin Owens is all based off the idea that you win a fight and make more money. They've pulled so far away from that now that it's all like, I don't understand the fuck. Not only do I not understand the fucking point of going for a title, but neither is Aleister fucking Black apparently.
Yeah,
He's like, I just want to fight because nothing else fucking matters around
I'm
here.
gonna sit in the closet, eat some nachos, waiting for somebody to fight me.
Dude, I would love if you would have sloppy fucking nacho fucking dripping off him while he's fucking
oh yeah.
Pick up.
I would fucking hits the fucking camera.
I got a jalapeno.
Everything about this character now makes you think of he's like this weird, stupid fucking selling kid walking around like goth clothes who's just like, man, I just want to
Selling kid?
selling like just
Oh.
like
Boo.
I just want somebody like
Poor
try me.
me.
I'll kick your
try me,
I'll kick
motherfucker.
someone's ass. Yeah. It's just that, and that's all I think of is like, okay, cool, you're a neckbeard. So yeah, I'd love the nacho. Just be like, that's
You're
my
a
Doritos
neckbeard.
and
Yo,
my Mountain Dew and playing video games.
Legit,
Oh,
that was
listen.
my life in high school, and I never got into a fight because everyone was like, I don't know if he could fight.
I fought you in high school.
I knocked your tooth.
Yeah,
You were pissed because you had braces.
yeah, but then he pulled me off of you. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
and then didn't you shoot him with the BB gun?
That was
Yeah, I hit him with a BB. Shot him with a BB. But
Either way.
At
But people who didn't know me,
yeah.
like, I don't know if I could fight or not.
Yeah, no.
People who knew me were like, I could probably take him.
Yeah, this guy.
he comes off like that kid, and then it's like that kid then says, kick my ass. Fine, just like beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't do it. Okay, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
But in this environment, it
I
makes no
was
sense.
actually, from a serious note, growing up, surprised at how many fights I avoided by just approaching the fight with the willingness to fight. So many people
Oh yeah,
are going,
100%. You want to fight? You want? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
and
right.
people being like, because one of the things I did, I like stood up for little people all the time getting picked on. I just walk over and be like, this is done now. Like I would say crazy shit like that. When I think about it now, I was like, that's a weird thing. This is done. You're done now. You're going away now. And they'd be like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? And I was like, do you want to find out what I'm gonna fucking do about it?
and
And
then-
then just fucking walk away.
and
And
then
then
he-
they would just walk away.
And then he
Batman
pulled out the
t-shirt.
Otis. No, he
In a
pulled out
fucking
the
t-
Otis, and he's all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back away now.
Yeah, there.
It was weird, man. I
Other than
expected
that-
to be in so many fights growing up. Because
Yeah.
whatever.
No, he should have got his ass beat a couple times.
A lot of times.
He used to hump people's legs in the hallway
I did that.
like a dog.
That's true. A
100%.
lot more than the usual, I would say.
Why
Yeah.
am I the one who gets abused on this goddamn podcast?
Because you're a fuck. You look at your testicle over here.
Spear.
Yeah.
Why?
You see what you made me do?
Push me to the edge again.
Oh
That was effort.
my god! Warm!
That was a long pause.
I
Keep
think
pressing me, bro!
Little pain on your.
That's like what your fights have been like.
Yeah.
I thought you were legitimately trying to pick something up.
Oh, I picked it up. I picked it up for sure.
And then you had to,
Come at me!
you had to put it
That's it.
in. No.
I'm surprised you didn't pull out a lighter. Inferno match.
I got warm enough.
No. Only outside. This space is not very large.
Catch me outside.
Outside the bathroom?
But no, you're not wrong. It's like, well,
Shitting on you?
Yeah. You're not wrong. I deserved it a little bit.
Touche. Shit on me again.
Well played, sir.
Well, like, no, just acting like you're gonna fight. You tend to like, yeah, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, so I even feel like half of me feels like that's Alistair's gimmick. If I pretend I'm tough enough, people just won't fucking match me, and then I can just sit here and cash in a check.
Ooh, and then they bring in Maven.
Ooh, Mabel.
No, Maven. Mabel's dead, I thought.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah,
We should make a
Maven.
good match.
No, I thought Maven was the first Tough Enough
I
winner.
just picture like a fat skeleton for Mabel.
MVP's looking good. He could always come.
I'm big boned.
Yeah, you see like super thick bones.
I believe you now.
Is that a stomach bone? What the fuck is that?
I've never seen that before.
I remember a friend of
So-
mine went to the doctor about like that and like said them. They're like, actually, you have really brittle bones. You can shut the fuck up.
You have really brittle bones. Fuck you, dude.
No,
You don't
people
even know me.
the fuck you're not.
So one of the surgeons I work with, we were in the middle of the surgery, and we started talking about wrestling. And he's like, for the life of me, all of my years of medical school, I've never found out where the solar plexus is.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a good.
Yeah.
I thought it was just here.
No, yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a centered thing.
Yeah, no. Like, oh, in the solar plexus.
Straight in the solar plexus.
Yeah. It's
Maybe it's here.
maybe.
Solar plexus.
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder who coins that.
Gorilla I can just hear Gorilla Monsoon.
No, I would think it'd be someone like a fucking Heenan.
I was gonna say Heenan.
Well, Monsoon always
Because
did the,
Heenan
like,
didn't
weird-
get past what, 6th grade?
Yeah, well, that's fucked up. That's,
No, but I'm saying
that's
like,
kind of fucked up. He's stupid enough to not know that it's not a thing.
Jesus Christ, hit him in the solar plexus, guys.
Well, but both of them
Hit
were
him right in the
making
Kachukis.
fucking body parts and shit.
Right in the kaniki. Sorry.
I'm trying to build up.
The Dewey Folly, all up on his knee. What?
Hit him in the Dewey Decimal Point system. Fucked everything up.
That's a good point. Good point.
Why are these the two best announcers ever?
How is this the best we've got?
Yeah, this is.
It was the 90s.
What a
I
maneuver!
didn't care.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I apologize for anyone still watching.
no one's still watching.
That's it. It's just us.
We're watching.
Again,
This
though,
needs to be the highlight
Yeah.
show.
This is it
on
right here.
YouTube.
We should have a cut of farts.
No, we shouldn't.
that'd be kind of cool.
No.
Like the Terrence
Like-
and Phillips song.
Just a video.
Shut
of-
your fucking face. I'm gonna
That's what it
fire-
is.
Just
Hey
a video.
Siri, play "Shut Your Fucking Face, Uncle Fucker."
Pause. Think.
Hey Siri, play "Shut Your Fucking Face, Uncle Fucker."
Okay, let's hear Stranger Things by Joyner Lucas and Chris Brown.
Jeremy Lucas is badass. But
Okay, no, it's none of that's bad. No, okay. Hey Siri, stop.
Hold on. I thought when it did the brr. Hey Siri,
Stop.
listen to me. Play.
You want to talk about Royal Rumble?
Hey Siri, play. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker, Terrence and Phillip.
Okay, let's hear Enyo featuring Redman by Starfish.
I
She's
did not
just a
say
bitch.
any of that.
She is just a bitch.
She's just a bitch.
That's all she does is be a bitch.
Hey Siri, play South Park. Shut your face.
Now playing Shut Up studio version by Stormzy.
No,
Oh, it's like-
not close.
Hey Siri, stop.
State your
Stay
name,
on,
Kaz.
Alright.
It's the GED test.
She's not working tonight.
That's a good point.
She's-
She's a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you got her on your phone.
Hey Siri, play "Turn It Up" by CFO $.
Can you have it turned down?
Yeah.
WWE Turn It Up, Bailey by CFO's now playing.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, Jesus.
I think you had a
You
concussion.
look through without glasses.
Hey Siri, stop. Hey Siri! Stop.
First fucking swing you get me in the nose.
Hey Siri, play
You do
South
bleed
Park,
easy.
Terrence and Phillip.
I don't think it's on Siri.
Okay, let's hear No Idea, featuring Al Black by Pilo.
Okay, don't. Hey Siri, stop. God, she's such a fucking whore.
I don't think I said any of that.
None of those words.
I didn't
think
fart,
you
but
get-
it sounded like it.
I think I
No,
had
that
a
was the Royal
concussion.
Rumble.
Get an elbow drop.
We're all about Bailey here and the flying elbows.
I'm bleeding.
Holy shit, you're definitely bleeding.
Kevin got color.
It's got to be you got juice probably by the sword.
Where? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, I've cut myself pretty bad a couple of times just at work.
It's a good thing
I go to
that-
grab something like,
Trying to get home.
yeah.
Good thing you got.
Send me home. Send me home.
I can't work
I'm
like.
bleeding.
You got alcohol in front of you. You know,
Yeah, we'll thin it out.
disinfect
Thin it out.
Got a disinfectant.
Can we get an alcohol sponsorship, please?
Please, guys, we need it. We're dying. Literally.
You'll die faster of cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis? That sounds made up as solar plexus.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, I'm gonna
Um,
ask my surgeon friend
I'm trying to think if
about
there's anything. Yeah. My surgeon friend's got things to say about this. My lawyer friends. Was there anything else happening, even AEW or G1 or NJPW or anything?
No, not too much.
So we're coming up on September 18th for NXT launching on
that.
Wednesdays.
USA.
And we don't want to compete with them necessarily, even though we're way fucking better.
We can tell by the viewership.
Yeah.
Nope, I got cut off.
Yeah, you're already out. So we're gonna go on Tuesdays or Thursdays. If we go Tuesdays, it'll be earlier in the day, and we'll just do more replays during the week. Otherwise, Thursday would be at the same time in night. The problem we're gonna have moving forward is that once
Tuesday happy hours.
NXT goes live September 18th, SmackDown's still live on Tuesdays. So we're either gonna have to go before SmackDown or on Thursday. So we'll see how it plays out. I've changed the graphic for our weeklies, our when we're not on the air, to just say, hey, follow, subscribe, hit that Prime subscribe, put the I in following, the I in subscribe, do whatever it takes to support us because we support you.
How do we support them?
Because
We give them great
Yeah,
product.
we support
Yeah.
Stackhouse.
Yeah, dude, Stackhouse.
Yep.
Glad you're not in jail again.
If you got Prime subscribed, then it costs you nothing and gives us an infinite amount of happiness. So do the little smash, do a little clickety click click, and
Smash like Jersey Shore.
bam,
Yeah.
bam.
Hit it, quit it, forget it. Boom.
Gross. That was disgusting.
Wow, that was too far.
You crossed the line, dude.
God.
I would
Yeah,
never.
Stick to
I'm
your
sorry.
Jack Daniels and shh.
Yeah. Drink another bottle of Jack.
I like how at night you can tell it's like tea because it's red.
Shut the fuck up. You're in the gimmick. He'd be like Undertaker coming back. I'm not really dead. Rest in peace. What?
I would so fucking love that.
Kane's not my real brother.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Glenn, I mean Kane. Shit.
You're fucking worse.
It'd be funny if he maintained it while, like, because he campaigned for Glenn Jacobs. He goes out there, Kane is going to be an amazing mayor. Like, who's Kane?
Yeah.
Kane supports
He
Glenn.
didn't win, did he?
He
He
did.
did.
Oh, did
He's
he?
the
Yeah,
mayor.
that's why he hasn't been on one. And then he started like, there's little promos that came out with him on it, and people were like, he's returning to the ring, and he was like, I'm not, guys. And they're like, oh, must have been an error.
I got a real job now.
Yeah, I got to, yeah. It's just so fucking goofy to me.
I don't know. I'm excited for Big Show's show.
I think it's
on
gonna be really
Netflix.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Did you see Knuckleheads?
No, what was
He was
that?
pretty good. Yeah.
It was a movie where he's a big dummy, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
It was one of the WWE like studio productions. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Wait, was that when he was like in an orphanage or whatever?
Yes.
Maybe
I really liked the one where he was like in an orphanage.
he's on a bus, maybe with a helmet on.
Oh, okay. I think that was Waterboy.
Eugene?
No.
Because he was in Waterboy.
I know, but he was the ultimate destruction.
And then there was the one where Triple H played a bus driver.
The chaperone.
Chaperone.
Yeah.
What?
I remember a lot of these.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck, that's awful.
Yeah. It was
Jesus
bad.
Christ, Rain Man.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
So hit the
Suburban
I
Commando.
in following. Put the
Holds
no
barred.
in notifications.
Rocky
You
Ford.
can follow, you can subscribe, and you never have to watch again. Win-win.
We have to be here. You don't.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Something.
Da-da, ba-da, ba-da.
It's a shit show. But
Did we lose anybody else?
I don't got it here right
No,
now.
it's just us.
I just
It's
put,
definitely just us.
No, I meant
I
like,
just told you
did we
that.
lose any wrestlers we got to drink to, or anything happen on that round? Betty White's still alive? That much we know.
Let's drink to that. Betty
Cheers
White's
to
still
Betty
alive.
White.
Cheers to Betty White. Last call.
TP.
Thank you guys again.
Wait,
XFLs now, I think.
XFL's coming out. They just announced 8 teams with 8 logos.
And they're
none of
not-
them were in Arizona.
From Arizona.
But although LA is the Wildcats, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like.
Fuck.
Yeah, I saw that.
LA.
What was that? What was that LA song by the guy from Toy Story?
What?
What?
The guy from Toy Story. He sang a song about LA.
Randy Newman?
Randy Newman. Hey Siri, play "I Love LA" by Randy Newman.
Oh.
Here's I Love LA by Randy Newman.
Hey Siri, shut up, because LA sucks.
Now she listens.
She's such a whore. Last call. Clump, what the fuck are you
You
doing?
need-
I'm making sure Betty White's not dead, just in case.
Betty White's alive.
You didn't even.
DP Poker.
Send us your address so we can. You can let
We
us in.
still gotta fucking let us in, man. We gotta send you that fucking
TP.
chip. Stackhouse #1. Anyone who's still watching, go to WrestleBotch on Instagram. There is Stackhouse crushing a motherfucker with a murder leg drop over the top through a table. Motherfuck, one of our own, killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Stackhouse.
Stackhouse, 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 Stackhouse.
That's the best last call ever.
Yeah.